I'd like to welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Hope you like what you see, baby, like what you see. I would like to welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Give me something to talk about, talk about. I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. You're looking so nice. Hey, we shining bright. I would like to sing for you a couple songs that I wrote, but let me clear my throat so I could give you something different than I did last time. I would like to propose a toast. Salute. May all you hold dear and close. Do right and keep you smiling for the rest of your life. To welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Hope you like what you see, baby. I hope you see. I would like to welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Give me something to talk about, something to talk about.
So it's one of them things where you know you gotta just turn on the mic. You can hear us talk about anything. This is how we get our topics together when we ready to do what we need to do. What you need to plug up?
On the show, what?
Hold on, I said Russell Westbrook made history. What he did?
I don't know.
Think his assist is high as hell.
You in?
Yeah.
Plugged it. Watch his dog.
Oh, he passed Isaiah on the all-time assist.
Why you got it set up right here?
What you mean, his donut?
Yeah.
Oh my bad. Oh, cause I gave them what I had to give them their bag.
You know, Terror sharing love with the kids.
Yeah,
Do that. You told me not to give it to them. I'm like, yo, should I give him a piece of my sandwich? He's like, nah.
I didn't ask. I walked in there just straight in and out.
Yeah, that's what I should have did then.
You don't sound no louder, no.
Said man dressed up as a Hasidic to kill reformed convict in botched robbery. Or dressed up as a Jew to do it. I just be going through Bing. Like, Bing just got a whole lot of things. Like, you know, Mac 10, they still talking about him and Ice Cube and that type
Yeah,
of stuff.
said he didn't even want to deal with it. He said I F with people who F with me.
Yeah, he did, but at the same
I
time,
don't even know what that means.
I just felt
You can't go with that story
It's
because
like
you
I
don't
said,
even know
like
what that
I
means.
said,
You
when
can't
it
run
come-
with that.
He
You
act
can't
like he
run
don't
with
know
that.
why people don't mess with him.
I don't know why people don't. mess
I'm
with
not.
it.
I don't even know the story.
I'm saying I don't know everything about that.
You
story.
don't even know the
He
story.
beat on Shorty, and nobody was rocking with that.
I mean, I feel that, but like, I mean,
It's just that he a stone cold gangster probably, so they can't really check him. So all they could do is just not rock with him.
I could feel that too. But I feel like if you want to have if that's your man, you can have a conversation with him.
That's probably not your
It
man.
ain't. See, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I forgot he used to mess with homegirl.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If that's what's
From
really going on.
TLC, yeah.
If that's what's really
used to
going
beat
on,
on her.
that's just bull, man. Come on.
Oh man,
That's just.
I don't
bull,
think
man.
that's it. It could be part of it.
I don't
but
know if that's
think
it. I'm just saying that could be something. Especially like
Nah, I don't want to run with a story like
if you look at Ice Cube situation, he can't partner up with no dude like that.
I don't know,
Man.
man.
I don't think that's it, yo.
Shout out to the West Side Connection because you can't just say
That one.
that's what it is, man.
20 years,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Not talking to your days.
Who said they was mans? That's what I'm saying. You keep saying
That's
that.
true. That's true.
Nobody said
No,
they
that's
was
true.
mans.
That's
They ain't
true.
grow up together. And Dub C is from the other type of set. Like he a Crip, ain't he?
Yeah, yeah.
He a Crip. Ice Cube was more
No, never
affiliated
called.
with the Crips.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then Mac 10 is straight up and down blood.
Englewood. Up to no good.
So they don't even naturally get together.
And I'm gonna tell you what I think. I don't think it's over no chick. I'm gonna tell you what I think, and this is what I feel. Ice Cube. See, I don't know about Dub C because he don't talk much, but Ice Cube, based on other people's stories, and I'm going from not Pops, you Pops, John Witherspoon. Based on other people's stories, Ice Cube don't pay much, like when he does things with you. I believe, this is not a true statement, this is just what I believe, that he tried to do that to Mac 10, but Mac 10 is a businessman. You put your half on the table, I put my half on the table because when we make 10 million, I get 5. You Ice Cube ain't with that. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of businessmen ain't really with that. What did Jay tell Dame? Yo, I can't be around you, man, because I'm looked at as the artist. If I'm not looked at, if I'm around you, I'm not looked at as a businessman. I'm only looked at as an artist.
I was just telling Tanasia that about URL, like Smack. I'm like, yo, you should see the people that he would do an interview with. He not doing interviews with people who's really moving out here under battle rap. He not doing interview. He not gonna stand and talk with Murder Mook.
My whole thing. Wait. First of all, he ain't talked to Cube in 20 years. So to say that there's even some type of situation going on, you have to really look into it. Because why would the man not talk to you for 20 years after making millions of dollars with you?
Cause like Terrence said, it's like
I think people just
you try. First of all, you try to boss up on everybody. You got this persona about you, and it could go but so far. Certain people you can't have that. You can't be Ice Cube with Mac 10 because he know you not nothing. Everybody,
he's really Mac 10.
Yeah, you really not Ice Cube. You not really no yay, none of that. You really not none of that. That's all a facade. It just look good. You from the West, whatever. You know what I mean?
And they had to keep it going, like just like the whole thing. And you know, people be like they don't like whole, but it's like you got to keep that going because
Right.
it's a part of the culture with it.
Yeah, it's already in it. You gonna look like a hater if you anything above it, but behind closed doors, you and I both know what it is.
50 even said it. What he said, yo, I realize when I say this much stuff about Jay-Z, I sound like a hater, but yo, I don't care. That's what he said. Some people just don't care. Some people just care to save face and be like, you know, when I get on these interviews, I ain't gonna make them look bad or nothing. Some people just don't care.
According to this, the Connected for Life rapper has opened up about his difference with Cube in the past, which he claims stems from a physical altercation between himself and Cube's brother-in-law over a monetary dispute.
I heard of that long time ago.
It was just an unfortunate situation as far as what we all can. Maybe that's what it is.
See, what was the main thing you said?
Monetary
dispute over monetary dispute. That would have made a
that
person.
money.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have made a person act a little funny.
Of course.
So
maybe it is about
that's what I'm
money.
saying.
Maybe it ain't about the
chick.
missus.
It ain't
Yeah.
about no chick. It's about
Maybe
bread.
it's about money.
And Pop said they got paid $5,000 for Friday. They got paid $5,000. Now you like, you know, Ice Cube was just getting started. Maybe he ain't have it to give. But then you do next Friday. You ain't get 50,000 or nothing like that. 100,000, nothing. You Pop he made Friday. The only like one of the few ones that's in all three.
I don't know. It's hard to say what a man can say when you ain't speak to nobody in 20 years. What kind of words can you put in a man's mouth if you ain't speak to a man in 20 years?
He ain't putting no
I
words
know,
in
but
the
he
man's
did
mouth.
it though. Cause
All he said was it was a chain of events that happened.
no, all he said was
fought his
I
brother.
mess with who mess with me. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
But I'm saying he fought his brother.
He ain't say none of that.
Money
That's-
wasn't paid.
That's what people
And
know.
then
He
they
said a
talk.
monetary dispute. It didn't say they had a physical altercation. It said a monetary dispute. They could have had shouting words over cash.
There ain't gonna be no shouting words with no Mac 10. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a real gangster. He's from Inglewood. He never not said he was from Inglewood, and nobody never checked him. Like nobody said, nah, he not like that.
So you say you think the argument got too real for Q?
It got it got to. I feel like it got to a situation where Q couldn't handle it. It's almost like Rel is the big dog, and I get into a fight with somebody else
So you
over
say-
money. Rel just gonna be like, well, I'm the big dog. Like I'm cutting everybody off.
Yeah.
You
He
could just do that. And IQ might not even feel bad about it. He just know like, yo, he fought my brother. My brother don't mess with him. I gotta not mess with him.
Basically,
It
he
just could be that
checked.
simple for him.
He checked Cube's gangster. Damn.
I ain't saying all that. See what I'm saying?
all that.
I don't know because we know Cuba's not moving like a gangster. He's moving like a businessman. He's doing movies and stuff. He don't have his flag on when he do movies.
Damn.
He come through.
He's not affiliated, but it's like that's what I'm saying. He don't. It's not that he portrays a gangster. He portrays a persona.
But here go the real
Like
facts.
yo, I'm a no nonsense type of dude. I don't play that.
I think the West Coast
And I
don't
don't-
view. I think a lot of people don't view Ice Cube as a gangster anyway. A lot of people don't. I really.
But that's what I'm
believe-
trying to
and
say.
I-
It's
and
not
I-
that. It's not the gangster part because it's not. He don't portray himself as a gangster.
He don't.
It's the tough guy. I don't play that. Like if you get on the interview, you see like the interviewer is scared to say what they could say to Ice Cube. Cause it's like, yo, he from the West, he might slap you or something. It's like, no, bro.
I mean, he still might slap you though.
But it's like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why?
You slap the wrong motherfucker, you gonna be down.
I mean, yeah, Ice Cube. And this is what I say, man. I don't know who said this
If you
before, but they
slap
said you
the
don't judge,
wrong
you don't judge a
person.
man by how gangster he is. You judge a man by how gangster is the person he ever beefed with.
Yeah.
And he beefed with some gangster people though.
No, he didn't.
Cause he what somebody
Yeah,
knocked him
Be
out.
Real and them was real too. When he had
And what happened with that?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
He had the West Side Connection.
It don't matter. It don't matter what happened.
Mac
bro.
10
What I'm
was
saying
down
is-
with that,
What I'm
though.
saying is y'all beefed and you survived. Whatever happened, I'm not
Because
saying
nothing
you
got too real.
I ain't seen. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100. I haven't seen him in the B since that group broke up.
Exactly.
You got that, and then you got him and what's the other
you
dude?
don't
Dude
have
was in
that-
GTA, Franklin,
You don't have that back in the Mac
K-Solo.
10 right now.
right? They say K Solo knocked him out.
Knocked out Q.
Facts. But this is what Cali. This is what Cali think. This is the things that Cali people know. You know, like
Ah, that ain't funny.
now how we could know how it's connected. This is what different people are saying. Blue Da Vinci and like I'm putting. Never mind what they talking about when you watch the interview. When they start mentioning stuff that got nothing to do with the interview, it's like 2 months later I watch something else and be like, oh, that's what Blue was talking about. So he has said his big homie, like his real big homie, is DJ Pooh. Who's DJ Pooh? The writer for Friday. The writer for the
one
Wash.
of the writers.
The writer for Friday. The writer for the Wash. The writer for Grand Theft Auto's Overlay. People don't know that.
I know that. I know who
Now,
DJ Pooh is.
who's his little homie? K Solo, the one that knocked out Ice Cube. You see what I'm saying? It's you could believe it because it's all right there. It's not like it's not right there. And they asked K Solo about it too. Like when they did it like this, like they asked him about how does it feel to be in Grand Theft Auto, and then asked him about the Cube thing. Like he was just like, man, like that was a young time in our lives. Like we learned about this Grand Theft Auto thing. Like, and think about it, DJ Pooh is a legend, bro, because how he put people
Pretty
on
much, yeah.
without you really.
No, I'm not even gonna say pretty much. He is a legend.
He a legend.
He a
like
legend.
that.
He
That's
a
like
legend.
that's the
They all legends though. They all legends in their own
When
right.
you could take somebody like K Solo that's never gonna be nothing else in his career and get him put into a worldwide game that's getting played for 10 years plus,
Yeah, that.
that's not regular.
And 50 about to do something too. That's
Only a white boy could do that for you, like Eminem did for all the people that
Here we
came
go.
on there. Oh, well, let's keep it real.
Here we go.
Only a white boy could do that for you. They let DJ Pooh did that.
You think what Mary Mel said?
Right.
He put out his 50 greatest rappers.
Yeah, but I agree with him 100%.
I didn't see that.
I agree with him 100%.
I didn't see it. I didn't see
That
it.
probably should be a topic.
I didn't see it.
He said.
He
Oh,
said
let me go
Busta
to-
Rhymes. He said Busta Rhymes is better than Jay-Z.
Yeah, he said Busta Rhymes one of the few people that got the total package.
Yeah.
He could write songs.
He said he got hits.
Yep,
he
got
performed.
charisma on the stage, everything. He could battle rap with you. He could spit bars
And
with
it's like,
you.
yo, when I thought about it, break down like that, I'm like,
He
yo,
really
that
is.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yo,
I
Jay-Z,
used
that
to always say Busta Rhymes and Missy is counterparts, bro. They could do it all. It's an issue with them. That's who I thought Luda got his style from when he came out. Thought he got his style from the Missy Busta type wave, you know, the big hands and the funny videos. I feel like he got his style from them, bro. Sorry, I gotta say that. Maybe subconsciously you don't know, but you probably
It was
did.
like Eminem. He's like, yeah, he got flow, he got words, but he white.
And you can't argue with people that love Eminem about that, man. They only see bars. They don't care that he's just talking about backwood and gum on your shoes. Like, they don't care. Like, with somebody that's doing the same exact thing as him, but talking about the judicial system, they don't see that. Like, how is that better than somebody who's rapping the same way as him, but has some real content in it? They don't care. And I sat back and listened. I went to listen to Welcome to D Block, what he did with Jadakiss. And I said, yo, Eminem is from Detroit, but the whole verse, he sat there and talked about what it could be like if you walk through Jadakiss hood. The whole verse was like that. Welcome to D Block, where you could. That's what he said. Where you could get shot over the Nucci unit Reebok. What are you talking about? You got a D and yet you from Detroit. You got a D Block. Why you not talking about your D Block?
It wasn't his choice. That was his choice. Maybe that wasn't the concept.
They don't got it in them to talk about it, Pop. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm trying to find out.
They don't got it in them to talk about it. You got a lot of words and you got a nice technique, like You got a nice technique with your syllable game. That's what you got. But when somebody's doing the same thing as you, but there's real substance in between there, dog, he's better than you. I don't care what you sold.
I'm gonna say he white. That's some Melly Mel.
Melly Mel, I agree with that. Oh man, you do gotta watch that one, Pop. He broke that down for real, like
I'm gonna watch that. I'm looking at it right now.
talking about how if KRS-One would have made the 50 graders, you would respect it way more. But you saying you letting a bunch of people that never even rap. He said, yo, it's not even 50 greatest men in era in the world. That's what he said. He said, great men? It's not 50 greatest men in the world.
This is what he said about Eminem. He said, Mo spoke candidly, saying obviously he's capable rapper. If he was talking about sale, he sold more than everybody. If you were talking about rhyme style, okay, he got a rhyme style. But if he's white, he's white. So now if Eminem was another, like all the rest of us, and the word nigga, you know I don't like to use it, but he would be top 5 what list? A list that could rhyme just as good as 30 as good as him at 35. That he records all the record. He's 35. He's white. So I mean, he do got talent. If you had to, here's my thing. If you had to pick a top 5,
I ain't gonna find Eminem.
M is not really, bro. M is not even top 10 in a lot of people's lists.
see, you know, let me just tell everybody something. You know,
Eminem had an
And
album.
that's not even a disrespecting, but who you gonna take out from the beginning of time?
here's the real talk. The reason why I respect Melly Mel, because he's over 50 and he's been at the beginning of time.
He could judge it.
So he's been there since rap has been there. So only people over 50 could judge that. Because anybody under that age, you're judging
biased.
your era.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not judging all
Not
eras.
really, because
You didn't
or
get
you
a chance to
judging the
see it
era.
all.
You judging really the era that you like, because it's like I'm not judging my era because I don't like my era. I like the era before me.
Like
But
top 5, I mean top 10. It's a lot.
so it's
of
like
people.
Biggie and all that, because it's like I didn't really grow. That's not really my era.
So what I'm
That's
saying
what I
is,
like though.
what I'm
Like
saying
Biggie,
is
Tupac.
this. If you have to go back in time, you got to remember they had crews before they had records.
Juice Crew and
So you got to, we go way back. We got to go past all that. We got to go past Grandmaster Flash. You got to hit the Cold Crush Brothers. You got to hit the Majestic 5. You got to hit the Treacherous 3, who been out there way before a lot of people even knew who they was. You got to hit the Almighty Tito. You got to go back, man. You got to go back. There was people who were doing this way before that. Jazzy Jeff, Bronx River. You had the, Africa Bambaataa and his crew. Oh man, he had a kid that was on the mic that was righteous. When they used to throw their jams. So you got to remember this goes back. So Melly Mel, I have to give Melly Mel. I'm not gonna say people's opinion is they're always gonna agree with what he's saying, but you got to understand he's a historian when it comes to this rap. Not too many people can say that. Even if you was the one to say, yo, I knew about this, you can study it. But if you didn't hear the music, like he's a person whose ear heard the music. There was people who was rapping way before you knew they was rapping until they got a one-hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? People like Sir Mix-a-Lot. If he didn't have a record put him on the glass, you might not even heard of who he was. You know what I mean? You had a couple of people like my man D Nice. You know what I mean?
name is D
And
Nice.
then you had Donald D, who people don't know of. And then you got my homeboy who lives on Vice, Kid Jazz, who won one time, who beat out all the rappers at one time in a historical rap event, and he got the belt to prove that. He took out some of the top rappers now, but you know what I'm saying? It's a difference between a person who can rap, make music, and sell records. There's a difference. There's categories to this thing. There's levels to this game. This game has levels, and you have to be willing to play at that
got
level.
levels in it, but also it's different games though.
But that's why I like Melly Mel's breakdown though, because I feel like his breakdown was more based on all of those factors rather than like
Yeah,
what
they
people
judging it on.
people judge it on something crazy, or like they don't want to hurt people's feelings. Like I heard Jim Jones say that he think Drake is the greatest of this time, and it's like he could feel like how he feel, but it's like I feel like people feel like they gotta say Nas, or they gotta say Jay-Z, they gotta say Biggie. You gotta say those people, and it's like, no, there's more people. Like Michael Jordan's not really the greatest, bro. Like you could stop. You know, LeBron James is putting up a lot of numbers in a lot of different like he's about to pass Magic Johnson, he's about to pass Kareem Abdul. Like you can't deny those things. Drake is like he's not. You may not like him as a rapper, like in your boombox, but if you go to the party, if you go to Brazil, they might be playing Drake. You know what I'm saying? If you go to the hood,
All right, so I'm gonna just say this: you can say yes, he might not be officially the greatest, but then if you take away the greatest category, then you're gonna have to take away the GOAT category too. You can't have both.
What's
You
the
can't.
GOAT category?
The GOAT category is like
That's hands down, bar none.
I mean even past that, even past that, your GOAT category is a category that's far surpassed by none. Maybe.
nah, but I don't know what you mean by GOAT. Cause when I think of GOAT, I think of almost like LeBron James. Cause it's like you doing it on like in your field and outside of your field.
That I understand.
Where it's like, cause it's like so like Michael Jordan. He was a great basketball player, but then it's like his kids never amounted to nothing at all. Like as far as basketball goes, he never did nothing outside of basketball besides sneakers, and then it was like that wasn't even only him. You know, then the sneakers he got now whack.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure is right.
yeah.
Damn, man, it's crazy because the GOAT thing, it's like
So I'm saying like
so many
as,
different ways you can look at it. I mean, man,
as far as rappers,
the
that's why
problem is when they talk about GOAT. Me personally, see, that's why I love the streets, man, because they think NBA. It ain't the person that's the greatest of all time. Ain't never made the NBA. That's what I'm trying to say. So it ain't no stats for him. It ain't nobody to tally how many assists he had in the park or nothing like that. But those dudes, it be them dudes that never made it.
Let me tell you the
That be the
definition.
greatest of all time. Because what I'm saying is, we talk about the NBA, or like the structure that you come through the NBA with, that you got to go to college and.
But each category of life has the greatest of all times. Even the man that you work with, who put in 40 years, could be considered the man that he's
I'm
greatest
saying there got to be somebody out
of
there
all time.
There got to be somebody out there that won a college championship. There got to be somebody out there at the same time won Rookie of the Year and a championship at the same time. Got to be somebody out there that got at least 6 championships, and he break.
But all those things don't make you the greatest of all time.
You
'Cause I feel like
you won at
That's what
every
I'm
level.
saying.
yeah, and I feel like that's what people like Michael Jordan. He did something that was great.
Yeah.
But to say he was the greatest, like what he did in his greatness,
That was
that
great.
can't be matched.
But it's like how
But-
you gonna act like Bill Russell's 11 is not something.
Or
But it's
Will
a- but
Chamberlain
at that
scoring
time-
101 is not like.
Okay, so
Yeah.
listen. Okay, so
Lisa Leslie.
think about if you would put those people in this time now. Would you get 11 rings in a row? No, you couldn't do it.
I don't know what you
I
could
don't
do.
know though.
I don't know what you could do.
You couldn't do it.
Let me
Because
tell
he
you,
figured out, like Bill Russell, he wasn't the biggest, he wasn't the
I'm gonna
fastest.
tell you, because then you could say, all right, if Mike had one more, if it wasn't 3-0 sweep, because Mike had not got swept. We don't know. Like you don't like, you can't say that he got swept. That's what happened.
To me, I always say that when you put a person in the category of the greatest, it always redefines someone else. And like I always tell people,
Yeah.
there's a difference. You have black top ballers and you got hardwood all stars. And I always tell people it doesn't.
And luxury cars.
Yeah, I'm just saying because you have to think about that. When you got black top ballers,
pearls,
Your-
players, and pimps.
your black top ballers are your people who make their record and make their marks, played on the concretes of New York City and all the ballparks around the world.
And you missing one.
You know what I'm saying? What's that?
And they make the NBA.
No, I'm not saying no.
Listen what I'm telling you. Not make the NBA because I'm talking about they make up what the NBA does.
Yeah, and so
The
my
whole
thing
makeup,
is,
the crossovers, how you get to the back, the jelly, they get that from the streets.
that's what I'm trying to say. Those are your black top ballers. Then your hardwood all stars are your kids who come up through the whistle. And I tell people that those are kids who come up through the whistle.
Yeah, and
That's
I
the
feel like
that's
they
the
can't. I feel like by default, the kids that come up through the whistle, you can't be the GOAT.
no. My
There's no
thing is
goat when you come
my
up through
thing
the
is my thing is coming up through the whistle.
Because that's not easy.
Coming up through the whistle is the easy way to me.
the
A
easy
person
way.
who has to be a black top baller, he has to. His whole showcase depends on what he do at the moment in the park.
Yeah, but
His
so
whole
does-
reputation.
So does the
dep-
kid under the whistle because for
Not exactly though.
nah, but
exactly
listen,
though.
because for
Nah,
the
he's
most,
in too much of a structure.
that's what I was about to say.
He might be a big man that's whack and still can make it to the NBA.
Yeah,
Right,
he's
But
in
if
too
you a
much
big man
structure.
and you whack in the park, you ain't getting no bread.
But the thing is,
You
right?
ain't no
The
bread.
thing is, right? Is only if you fit into that mold. So imagine if you like Michael Beasley, and the Lakers draft you. and they already got LeBron. They never gonna let you even see if you could
Yeah,
ball.
but what I'm
Like,
saying is you still get some type of bread. What's your rookie contract?
you talking about bread? I ain't talking about bread.
Well, success is like you thinking you know.
No, success is being able to do what you love to do.
Right?
Michael Beasley is crying right now because he never got a chance to ball with the people he thought he could ball against.
So then what
Kevin Durant is his man.
You
You gotta
say
watch
success
this.
is being able to do what he can still go outside and play basketball. What are you
I'm
talking?
saying he's still in the big three, but his mans that he balled with his whole life.
Big three is what?
Exactly.
Because you should do what the professor do. That's what I tell all these cats. Go to these parks.
No, the professor, he wasn't nobody though.
It
He
don't
go to
matter.
the
Exactly,
ball.
and that's my point, right?
Michael Beasley was somebody.
That's
though.
my see what he's saying. That's my point. The professor was nobody.
He's nobody.
But Michael Beasley went all the way to
He
that.
still
NBA
ain't nobody.
and still make more money than Michael Beasley.
That's
No,
true.
but I'm not saying nobody as far as name. You talking about name? I'm talking about who you got to ball.
Nah, I'm not saying name. I'm saying if you could take your skill.
That's what I'm talking
success
about.
Is like, yeah, if you could take your skill and turn it to however success means to you. And I feel like Professor took his, but it don't got to be Professor. All of those cats, it's not just him. That's just the one I remember.
like Bones Bagante or whatever the dude's name is.
Bones
Them dudes be
Bugatti.
playing and ball his life, and all of them dudes
Yeah.
that make a living off of just
Well,
straight.
one of the dudes he's in the NBA right now.
All right.
He's on Denver.
Okay.
Wait, but who's Bones Bugatti?
I don't know his name. His name's like Bones something like
They
that.
be nice though.
His
They
name
be nice.
he's on Denver. If you hear a dude named Bones on Denver, the Denver Nuggets,
They
call
be,
them Bones
they be
Bugatti.
nice, Pop. They be nice, and that's what I'm saying. Like
he's like known for because it's like one time he was at like a basketball camp and he beat 3 people 1-on-1 in one day, something like that.
That's why I always say that people can't claim themselves to be world champions where there are other leagues around the world. How about you play the other champions of other leagues, and that'll really be a world
ain't
series.
that what the Olympics is?
Not necessarily, because everybody's not invited to the Olympics.
Yeah, only the nice cats.
Only to qualify, but that's what I was saying.
Only if your
Everything
country-
has that. So that's
Only
why
if
it's
your
like
country could afford to make it to the Olympics.
But look, if you take my
That's a
American
big
team and I
money
gotta
thing
play
right
India or Saudi Arabia and all these people, that's as good as it's gonna get. Come on, that's good.
He
We
said-
balling against other teams.
he said, "Come
you
on,
get,
that's
you get your
good."
best, I got my best. Right? You get your best, I got my best.
No, you got to think about people who are.
And it's
able
like, hold on, then it's like people that's you got in my league that you took from me because they went to ball for you.
You can't say that because
yeah, but
you,
it's the other way around
you
too.
got so many people with so much nationalities. You got people who could go under the any country.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. That's what I just said to him. It's both ways. Cause like, what's Giannis?
Yeah,
Look
you
at
get
Johnny,
it
not
both
from
ways.
here.
And it is people that play overseas that over the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I don't think the NBA would take them.
Or
You
like-
ever seen that? Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen
Somebody that played overseas, dominated overseas, and then but when the Olympics came around, he played for the USA.
You can't. It's where you born. It's
But you
your
could play.
It's your nationality.
But
I don't even think you could choose. So I don't even think like Kyrie could never play for the USA. I don't think he get cut.
I was trying to think if Olajuwon did it. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure.
Saying maybe if you know, but not like you think of the Dream Team. He wasn't on there. Feel me?
I keep the dream. That would have made sense too. Right? Put him on the dream. team.
That's probably why the team is called that.
Yo,
Yo, it never.
They wanted to. They
I
wanted
never
to
heard
have-
anybody ever talk about that.
yo.
Sean Kemp got out. He got released from jail without charges.
Yeah, I seen
Any
that.
claimed self-defense shooter.
Yeah, they definitely shot at him before they showed the video.
I told you they shot at him first.
I know, but they showed the video.
That's crazy.
Like he was literally walking, saying something, and it was just like, pow. He like, what? Pow. I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah, Sean Kemp is currently not facing charges for his involvement in the shooting at a mall
They try to say it was a trial.
in Washington. Prosecutors
He
say
wasn't even
Sean
driving,
Kemp
bro. He was
also
literally out
has
his
been
car.
released from jail. No one was injured in the
He
shooting.
wasn't even in his car.
So nobody even got shot.
No, he just shot at him.
He
shot
just let
at
him know.
them
Like,
back.
He
fall
said
back.
there'll be
I
further
hold mine.
investigation.
He said, I hold mines. Don't think I don't got mine. That's what he just wanted to let him know. Like a dude probably thought, yo, he just slipping.
So it says, according to ESPN's Kemp Scott Boatman, Sean Kemp revealed that his car got broken into numerous times and was stolen, including the iPhone. Kemp tracked the iPhone to an occupied car, was shot at. When he got near the vehicle, Kemp returned the fire in self-defense.
Man, that's crazy.
Damn. How you gonna try to steal an iPhone from his car? Like he ain't gonna have his shit tracked. That's Sean Kemp. That's stupid.
That's why they shot at him as soon as he came. Like, he knows us.
That's Sean Kemp. Like that.
He knows us. Get him.
That don't make no sense, man. Oh man, here go another one. John Morant. It says at this
Yeah.
moment, he won't be charged in his.
He just a
John
young
Morant will
brother.
not
He
be
just a-
charged
he just
by
a young
Colorado
brother.
authorities. He will miss the next 4 games. That
He
don't
just a
make
young brother. He just a young brother that he just made a mistake.
They had to do some investigation though, because why is that not a lighter?
He just made a mistake, man. That's
Says
all.
Memphis Grizzlies star guard John Morant will not face criminal
'Cause
charges
they still suspended him.
after he has been seen on Instagram Live flashing a gun in a strip club in Glendale, Colorado.
When you think about how
And
many,
announced the
how
season
many
not to
NBA
pursue the
players
charges.
been getting in trouble this year? It been a lot.
It's been a lot.
Damn.
Too many. Young kid, wrong direction. He just don't know, man. See, my thing is this.
I don't think it's that you just don't
How
know.
does a brother like that, whose father spends a lot of time with him, redefining his game, reconstructing his game, how do you get in that
I'm
kind
gonna
of
tell
trouble?
you, see, because that's the number one thing about this world, and that's why.
Don't assume.
Yep. Because you people
Man,
don't know
he-
what's really going on.
He focusing on that game. That's why.
You don't know what's really going on with people. People, it's pressure.
There's a lot more to life than
It's
basketball.
pressure. You see the person on the court, he getting live, he dunking on people. It's all good, but when you go home, you don't see him.
Pressure's a motherfucker.
You don't know what he got to go through, what bills he got to pay, who's sick, who stress he dealing with, who locked up, who money he got to send, who niece need a babysitter.
You think they leaning on him?
I think, and when you the breadwinner of the family, that's just how it go. And I don't even think,
Breadwinner.
cause like in your conscious mind, you could do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's your family.
And they need me.
You know what I'm saying? I seen Eddie Griffin say like, yo, he had a boxing cousin. Remember that? He had a boxing cousin. He just kept giving him bread, but he never. But he's like, that's my cousin, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I blow it all again for him. It's just your family sometimes. Beanie Siegel said the same thing.
Yeah, all right.
I'll mix that money up again. I know it sounds crazy, but some people is really living that bad.
It's like, yeah, when you come from the struggle,
You gotta understand people really
like,
living
yo,
that bad.
man, what's
You
a
get 10
$100,000?
million,
Like,
you
yeah.
gonna blow it on a family, you don't give a and I can understand.
And it's no
I
funny shit. I
understand.
could really see Tenacious doing some shit like that.
Yeah, you see it?
I could dead ass.
I
see
can
Tenacious doing
understand.
that
Now, obviously, saving money is what we starting to learn, and finances and getting better with financial literacy and getting understanding with money and credit and all of this. We understand that, but in the thought of a 14-year-old man kid, because he's a man kid. If you 14 and you start making tens of millions of dollars and you 16, 17, he's a baby still. You can imagine being in high school and I made $10 million. I'd have did something crazy.
or not even making that much, even knowing, because it's like I remember Fat Joe saying that, like Fat Joe was saying like he tried to still be modest and humble, but his son's friends is celebrity kids' friends, so they doing celebrity shit. So he like, yo, Dad, how come I can't go to see my man's in first class? He like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, and it's just like his mind. If Russell Simmons' son is doing it,
You could do it.
yeah, Karl Malone's son is doing it.
Those are my people.
These are my friends. It's like
I should be over
I
there
should be
with
able
them.
to doing this. Like, and it's like word that ass. It's just something that come natural. You don't even know.
It says black spending power reaches record 1.6 trillion, but net worth falls. You see what I mean? So you can't just grab it and blow it.
I'm
You
not
just
saying-
can't
I'm
just
not saying
grab
you
it
could, but
and
that's-
blow it.
But that's the mentality of somebody who learned from.
Well,
Somebody had to have those experiences in life for you to know that you can't just grab it and blow it.
How does your spending power reach 1.6 trillion,
We just told you.
but you don't have but your growth net worth is declined by 14%?
Because I feel like that's false. That's false.
That
noise.
means you spending the money, but you're not spending the money
but,
wisely.
but how did you even get the money to begin with? Where did you get the increase in
First
money?
of all, who is calculating these numbers?
That's
Thinking that
something
they
I
know-
just read. I just
I
put
know,
it
but
in.
I'm just saying. Think about that.
I
Think
put
of-
in black spending.
No, I'm just thinking. Just saying. Thinking about that. Who put in these numbers? What criteria do they do these numbers under?
Okay,
What
so you're
counts as-
saying these could be broke people responding to
No.
a rich
What I'm saying
situation?
is
Oh,
they might have
okay.
a checklist. They might have a
What's
checklist of things that they talking about specifically when they say 1 point something trillion, and what they talking about specifically when they talk about the network failing.
You know what?
Specifically.
When it says Black Americans have over 1 trillion spending power, to me that what
'Cause I
that
got a
says
deep
that
question
we
to
have.
ask. How do you know it's black money? That
Because you know what?
we
Let
get
me
credit
tell
card,
you.
PayPal,
I think where's being spent at.
Yeah.
Gucci.
No.
Is that what we?
No.
I mean, maybe sometimes in
That's,
certain
it
areas.
ain't, when you go to the corner store and buy sandwiches and stuff, that's not what's
It's like
filling up to that
just
trip.
because you see somebody in Gucci don't mean they got it from Gucci.
Don't matter. The
It
point
do
is
matter.
The
No,
point,
what?
no.
Okay, so look, your survey would be like this. You would have a camera, which you already have in the store.
Nah, I don't
Yes.
think you got no camera.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not saying you don't
let
got a
him-
camera, but I don't.
Go. Let him
No,
go.
hold on, because you have to look at your survey. Your survey is going to let you know by camera, by collection, by the place of the store. You'll know your fill out online. Some people who do fill out online, they'll let you know themselves. You have all kind of ways to let people know.
Right,
what
right,
type of
you're right. The
what type of
surveys.
ethnic groups and surveys where people are shopping and which store and how
So
they
that
shop.
just leads to my point about that. Them numbers is a little bit, whatever. So
I
whatever.
mean, I always
number.
feel like that about numbers, period, because I never did a survey ever.
I did surveys.
Well, our minority markets say we have a 3.9 trillion buying.
I did surveys, but
buying
then when
power.
you think about surveys, when you get to that part where it say, "Are you African American or whatever?" How many people could have lied on it?
Okay,
But
listen-
that ain't the survey. That's a census.
Listen to this. This is a good one. It says every racial and ethnic minority group in America is making financial gains, but not at equal rates, according to the latest multicultural economic reports from the University of Georgia. So there goes one group who let you know the University of Georgia thinks that we have the spending power, but we have financial gain, but not the equal rates.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Which
Georgia,
means that we are
right?
spending the money, but we're not spending the money in our
It
community.
says Georgia.
But that's what I just said. Where did
Yes,
we?
you did. That's
Where
why
did
I'm
we
agreeing
get the
with you.
money? Where did we get the money?
That's
to
why I'm looking
begin
up.
with?
And Georgia,
'Cause you
come
was
on,
right.
like Georgia's mostly black people.
Mm.
So they trying to, come on, dog. We got black people all over the world. I could, if I went to the store at Walmart in a white neighborhood because I live there, how they gonna know that's not my black spending power?
Pretty much what they're saying, if you live in a multicultural economically group, your economic growth is going to excel. So if you're one of the groups who live in the African American, I hate when they call us that, African Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic, and Native Americans, they're telling you that your multicultural economic report is going to grow. That's not bad. So I guess that these communities are spending money within themselves. But you are right. The combined buying power of blacks, Asian American, Native is estimated to be at 2.4 trillion. Damn. So blacks, Asian Americans, and Native Americans are estimated to be spending 2.4 trillion, while the national Hispanics combine 1.5 trillion.
And they ain't say nothing about this Hasidics or none of that.
None of that. So which means we're buying their material.
Which means
Because-
they lying.
So what do you mean? You think we're buying our own stuff?
No, what it is again, see, because I believe what somebody told me this, that the way they get their money, they don't get their money through their own personal names. They get their money through the church.
Mm-hmm.
So every time you see a Honda or something like that, they pushing it. That ain't in their name. That's in the church name. Church got about 100 cars out on the road and stuff like that. And they're getting houses fixed. It's getting fixed through the church name. Churches is who call Home Depot and get the Mexicans and all them people to build up them houses and stuff.
I don't know.
Churches.
I think if a lot of black people shop differently, a lot of stores.
No,
would
what I'm
fold.
saying is, so you can't even put them on. You can't even put them because they spend money through the church. You can't even put them on the whatever you call it.
Why the church? Why?
That's how they do. I guess it's a major write-off for them. It's a major scheme for how they do this bread thing. They ain't just think about it. The women don't even work.
And I think that's what it is. It's not that it's a scheme.
It's not
I
even a
think-
scheme, right?
I think it's just that we don't know the play.
It's a play out there, boy.
So when they doing the national spending this and that and all that, it's like, yeah, because like I said, I think how they corner the market is just by basically what stores is thriving and not thriving in what economical areas. So like I said, if you put a Macy's in Co-op City and then 2 years later they got to close down, then obviously the black dollar isn't doing nothing because that's a black area.
Yeah,
but if that Macy's
that's what I'm
could
trying to
withstand, yeah. Like in Jersey right now, they saying that joint is a failing joint. It's probably like because it's the area that is in. They probably consider that a black area.
According to this, it says African American buying power has impressive gains since the end of the last economic downturn. I don't know what a downturn is. Jumping from $961 billion in 2010 to an estimated 1.3 trillion in 2018.
They calling it spending power because we giving them back the bread. That's funny.
That's what I was saying. I do believe we're spending more in other cultures.
Of course, we are.
I don't think it's just about it's just about where we can make the spend go. So like if Jim Jones get up there and be like, yeah, Ferragamo jeans, now everybody's gonna be going to Ferragamo jeans, and now that could be the new thing.
That's true.
So I feel like that's the power that they're saying that we
Get
have.
even deep as this, man. Them people run them record labels, man. When they get,
But is that just the record label though? Because
nah,
it's just
hold on. Let me tell you this. Let me break this down. When they get, so they get an artist right. They give him whatever they give him. He they put him in debt. Whatever they do. As soon as they get that bread back, them people take that bread, put it in the church, and they build houses with record labels. Everything go back to the church with them. Everything they own, all the movies we watch.
as I'm saying, it's like you worried about what they do. You can't worry about
I'm
that.
not worried about it. I'm just learning some games.
Listen to the 10 states that have the greatest black buying power growth since 2000. And I guess this is where, they're trying to say this is where black people have moved to, or their percentage has went up. Since 2000, you have North Dakota,
North Carolina,
South Dakota, Idaho, Wyoming, Vermont, Arizona, Montana, Maine, Utah, and New Hampshire. All have flourished African American consumer markets, but none is among the nation's top largest black consumer markets.
Those are all quiet states.
All quiet states. Where most of these, if you look at it,
Vermont, right above
I
us,
call
too.
them Amish states. Is that okay to say that? Like,
I don't know. I don't really know what an Amish is.
but I'm just saying, I hate to say it that way. But I'm very shocked that North Dakota and South Dakota, who the hell black is up in North Dakota and South Dakota?
They chilling. That's what they doing.
And they got a 1,000% raise in their black power.
If any of you ignorant cats come messing with them, they'll move again. That's what they doing. They can't. Most of you be like, yo, where you from? I'm from Miami, cuz. They from where we be from. But when you get some people, you know how they always be like, damn, bro, if I got a chance to get out, I'm going. I ain't never coming back. There's no stat for the people that never come back. That's like you end up getting somebody in South Dakota, Utah.
Sorry.
You need this Gatorade.
Yo, you know what's funny? In the Hispanic buying power, in the Asian buying power, and the Native American buying power, they all have North Dakota first. Wow. No. I'm sorry. The Native American buying power, totally different. Wow.
I just don't understand what is buying
Texas, Rhode
power.
Island, Pennsylvania, New York, Maryland, Massachusetts. It just seemed like people who were west came east, and people who were east went west. That's what it seemed like to me. Well, goddamn.
I don't understand what buying power is, though. You gotta break that down. What kind of power you get? What is it?
Buying power, I guess, is when you corner the market. So, in other words, this is where I guess the minority dollar is being spent. But they might have a section in each place where certain people live. I mean, maybe they're living in a place where prejudice doesn't rank or rule.
No, but it's like baby, because like stats is fickle. You feel me? Baby, it was like not a single black person in the world living in Utah at that 5K, but now they all spent it out there, so the buying power is at a higher rate. Yeah, because the 5 people that moved out there made it
That's what
jiggy.
I'm saying. How do they see? That's weird to me. The fact that they know when a black person is spending money. How does that?
I'm telling you, it's the survey. Your job, what you're spending on, when you buy credit cards, when you're online spending Amazon, you're shopping online. A lot of the surveys will bring you to that point. Your name on your credit card.
No, because it's like me, I can't. The reason why it's far-fetched to think like that for me, because I don't do any of those things. I don't shop online.
Well, that's why New York City ain't at the top of nobody's list.
But what I mean
I
is,
go to the store for everything.
if we was in another state, it'd be like, whatever you need is what you need. So it's like, I go to the store for something like Home Depot or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if you have to order something on Amazon, yeah, you would.
So I guess what they're saying is, the person who lives in a certain area, you have to collect some type of check. So with that check, they're probably going to base it on what you need as a necessity to live.
Nah, I
most
don't feel
people-
like.
How do they know?
I don't
you
feel like
black?
because it's like.
Because when you fill out your paperwork, you have to fill out your address.
Okay.
So once you fill out
But
your
if you live in a
form,
white neighborhood, what you think? They just know you black?
most
in a
people
white
take
neighborhood.
that chance. What happened when we was talking about the other day with the homeboy who had to fake you brought it to my attention about the homeboy who the
Oh, he
business
said
guy,
he had to hide who he was, so
right?
that customers
In order
didn't know.
to get his customers, he had to fake it. And then when he
Right.
realized, and he said, "Yo, I got to come up
So
with
that's
the
my
truth."
point. So that's my point. So these stats is all twisted in the game.
But so when he realized, he said he had to come up with the truth. What happened?
The way it happened is he already had made.
He lost
500,000.
60%.
You did, but you already made half of the money you made off of
Pretty
whoever,
much.
whoever. Because
So
you don't even know. who
I
your
guess
customers
that.
were.
Well, I guess that's
Yeah,
how they
yeah.
do it too. You won't know who it is spending until the end of the time.
So then
Shit.
my thing is they got the numbers all wrong. That buying power.
Numbers could be wrong in a lot of things.
Just the
though.
term buying power, they need to cut that out.
And
Numbers
it's funny,
could-
and
numbers
it's
could be
funny with
wrong
that
on a
dude
lot
that
of
you
things,
even
though.
brought him up because he used to work with. He made wristbands and stuff like that. Church, like Christian headgear. Whatever they call that. And he said he was working with Steph Curry and Jeremy Lin. Steph Curry still wears bands to this
The
day.
brand is called
Steph
Active Faith
Curry.
for everybody that want to know.
Oh, yeah, Active Faith, yeah,
It's called
Curry.
Active Faith.
Active Faith.
Let me look it up, man.
Mhm.
Active Faith.
Yep.
Active Faith.
He was
Active
like
Faith. Let's
Christian,
look it
like,
up, man. Let's
religious
look
type
this
thing.
guy.
You was recording this whole time? Or you still recording?
Yeah, I'm calling it.
You're not supposed to say that.
Sportswear,
Nah, what?
sportswear, or just
I
active?
think it is sportswear. I never heard of this. I just heard his story.
Nah, it gotta be sportswear because he said he had Steph Curry and Jeremy Lin.
But you say he was also working with a church. You think Grandma playing ball?
I guess
Who
it's
said
Christmas.
You ain't say that?
Uh-huh, he said that
Christian
about
sports apparel, Active Faith
It's like some
Sports.com.
religious type thing.
Yeah, it could be religious sports. What you talking about? Like Tim Tebow,
Yeah, but
Steph
like,
Curry's a Christian.
But he probably makes that.
Like that's how you do God. Like everybody else, they throw up threes and all this. Steph Curry, he do to the Lord.
Mess around. I don't know. I'm trying to look at the guy's face. You can't see his face.
What you mean? 'Cause
Don't matter.
Boo, 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 boo. Ooh, 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 ooh.
you don't know the name. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know the name. Trevor's about to look it up though. I already see him on his phone.
Shout out to Active Faith though. That's what it was called. That's what you need to know first.
Shout out to Active.
And shout out to Earn Your Leisure too, cause that's what I seen it on.
Earn Your Leisure. Who's Earn Your Leisure?
It's two dudes who I be watching. They be giving knowledge on. It's like at first it was just them, Troy and I forget the other dude name, but at first it was just them giving knowledge on financial gains and all that.
Right.
Then I guess they got so popular that other people wanted to get involved too.
That's what's
So
up.
now they got a channel and they got other people who come on and drop knowledge. Word.
Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to them, man. That's good. That's what's up.
Word. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure, man.
It's gonna be one of our classics. I always say that. Damn. News about black spending. I don't see nothing about Active on Faith though. Let's see. I wonder if I know her. Active Faith. Sportswear.
Earn Your Leisure, B. Straight up and down.
Kids been getting a workout all day. All day. Oh, did he got hoodies and joints?
Who?
Is that Doc? I thought that was homeboy from Dallas. Okay, I'm looking at the website. He got the Blessed t-shirt, sweatshirts. Shop now. But you know, I I gotta say, whoever the young man is who designed this and he put it together, and he had to come out that he was unfortunately he was a minority. You still got to tip your hat to him, man, because some of his problem. Looking at it, some of his stuff is nice, man.
Well, why you saying unfortunate?
Because it's just one of those things where a man wants to run right and he try to do right. You ask a person to do right, and they do right. No tricks, no squabble, no under the sleeve stuff. And look what he gets. He loses a percentage of something he worked hard for because of the color of his skin. That's really, that's bad judgment on certain people's part. But, unfortunately, that's the way the world is. Everybody doesn't look for it to be fair. Color plays a big part.
It ain't fair. This is how I look at it, man. When you were created, when you were dope created like that in the world, they could steal your idea, but they don't steal your mind for real. So that was just what he created, that's all. You gonna create something else more dope.
It's a lot to lose, though. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could lose that much.
I know if I could do it, man. That's why I got plan B's and C's and all that. So when they ready to steal, I be like, haha, I do it. They gonna give me my bread, then you go to plan B. Cool.
Life is crazy. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's a quiet day, too. It's cold out.
It's a little brisky out there.
A tad bit brisk.
If I had to say so myself.
And yes, you did.
Bro, you still ain't see Wakanda, yo?
I still didn't see what I just told Seja that yesterday. So I was in there watching the movie on Amazon Prime, and she like, what? I'm like, yeah, because you don't want to go to the movies, bro. So I'm going to just watch movies by myself. Because I'm missing everything because you want to go to the movies and see Wakanda. And I got the jump.
You saw it already?
No.
Jonathan Majors. Shout out to Jonathan Majors. He's been putting in big work. He's making big strides.
But they said, what movie about to come out? I'm waiting for that Creed. Yeah, well, Jonathan Majors.
Is it
Daredevil, yeah.
Yeah, oh, see, I ain't even see that. Ooh.
They about to do Daredevil again,
That's what my boy Denzel.
He gonna be a big star, yo.
Who gonna be a big star? Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan Majors.
Listen, man, that's what your boy Denzel lacking, man. I love
He's supposed to be
Denzel,
doing another movie, though,
but
right?
he need to get up in that Marvel, man.
And he went to Yale.
He's supposed to play a bad guy.
He went to Yale, huh?
Shout out to your man. Boy, he went to Yale. Yeah, he went to Yale.
They call him and Michael B. Jordan checking the interview out.
Let me show you some of his featured films. Last Black Man in San Francisco, and he did a one for HBO. Lovecraft Country.
I ain't see that.
I ain't seen none of those.
I ain't see none of that.
You went to his Wikipedia? Where you at?
Went to Wiki. And then he did
They
a
probably
Western. He
didn't
also
see
oh yeah, he did play Nat Love. I saw his Western too. That is the dude, yeah. Where they did a cross on his head. I remember that. Oh, he is that dude. That is him. The Harder They Fought. Yeah, he's on the Netflix joint.
In that.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, he was.
I ain't see that either.
Yeah, that is kind of hard. Man, shout out to you, man. Yeah,
I watch stuff like that.
Jonathan
That's
Majors.
Yeah.
Shout out, baby boy.
He was in something else.
Yeah, he did do that when they put the cross on his head. And he came back, he rounded up his whole crew and shit. Oh, yeah, man. He was
in White Boy Rick, too. He was in White Boy Rick.
He was in White Boy Rick?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
He was in the Five Bloods.
I didn't see that.
See, I ain't seen none of them.
He was in the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the new one that just came out.
Oh, that's what he supposed to do, play the bad guy in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I might gonna see him for the first time in his acting. Because I didn't watch Creed. I might have
I ain't see Creed yet either.
I might have to watch Creed, though. Not in the theaters, though. But
I wasn't really feeling Creedy like that. He wasn't really it for me.
He was born in Santa Barbara, California. He went on a military run. His father was on the base. Yeah, I went to his Wicca. He graduated from. He went to a couple of high schools. Yeah, he did. He got picked up for shoplifting. Nah, we ain't even gonna read it. We always read a person's negative side. Yeah,
All I did was.
I ain't gonna do that. My bad.
All I did was just tell you he popping out tripping. But I got that from Bing, yeah.
Shout that out. Shout out to Majors, man. Shout out. We just gonna leave it at that. Shout out to Jonathan Majors.
Do your thing, man.
Do your thing,
I'm
man.
gonna see you in that Ant-Man.
Do your thing, man.
I feel like Ant-Man.
Yo, what if he's the next? You think he'd be the next? What's the name?
Don't say Denzel.
Nah, man. Think about the next Black Panther.
Nah, I don't think they could do that.
Nah, he look like he about to be a villain though. They look like they like him.
They just can't do
'Cause,
that,
like-
man. I'm gonna tell you, they gonna have a hard time with that. They
Cause
might
see,
as
no,
well.
what happens is you don't beat other characters in the joint. And if you do get another movie, you do the same type of character you already was.
Wow.
And I don't know about Black Panther, but that's a tough one, you know, to fill them shoes.
Wow.
That's like that's almost close to Heath Ledger playing the Joker. It's like
Keith Ledger.
no, it's not Keith. It's Heath.
Heath Ledger. I don't know none of these people. Oh,
He played the Joker.
he played the Joker. I know you.
Dark Knight.
I didn't think about
and
that,
you
man.
can't you can't follow that up. I'm sorry. They had to come up with a whole new series after that. Like nah.
Damn, he been around for a minute. He was in 2017. He played in the ABC miniseries When We Rise. I'm talking about Jonathan Majors. He been around for a minute, man.
He just been stepping light.
Yeah.
That's how I gotta go though.
Look,
I
he
guess
just popped
so.
up again. Marvel Adam Warlock has a dark similarity to Kang. Oh, he played Kang the Conqueror. That's what he played.
What in Ant-Man?
I think that's it. I think that is it. And they don't say that. I didn't click.
I'm saying I don't know.
I didn't click. The
I know Ant-Man. I like Ant-Man though. Feel me?
oh man, see.
I like Marvels. This chick make you feel like something else. Office right here, like.
It's a lot of talk about Creed though.
I say because there's a lot of talk behind Michael B. Jordan right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's how that happened.
Holding down a feature film.
Because he directed it or something, right?
Let's see.
I think he directed it.
Jersey.
Saying, my son is hot in the streets right now, Michael B.
He had an interview where he ran into a chick that went to school with him.
Yeah, she said he was corny.
Yeah, and they played the whole clip. They played the clip from when he, from when she said it. But she wasn't even the one that said it though.
Yeah, she said that to him.
She wasn't the one that said it, but still.
She said, I didn't call you corny. Said, but you not now though.
It was too late.
Corny now.
Some people just know what they want in life, man, and people just can't understand a man with a plan.
I got that same controller.
And they didn't understand. What we talking about? Creed 3. Yeah, let's click on the board. Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah, he directed the whole thing, and he ready-made Brett. Oh, that's why.
What?
Your boy made 100% flip. He spent $75 million on the budget.
Who?
Michael B. Jordan
Okay.
made 179.
They got it all back.
Made 179.
So he got a $4 million
He's
profit.
he's listed as the director. That's at the top. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, that
He
is
directed
big
that
deal.
joint. It's a big
And then
deal.
Ryan Coogler. Coogler, shout out to you, Coogler, too. For believing in your boy, Jersey. Let me go back. Let's see how they.
Somebody about to get in trouble. See how they slaying that door?
They know they about to get in trouble back.
Boy. Y'all go ahead in a minute.
Look, oh, hold on. See, this one he didn't direct. He didn't direct this one, but this one they spent $50 million on the budget.
He ain't get nothing back.
Nope. They made $214 million.
Damn, let me listen.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I be looking up budgets and how much they made. Like, I wait till I tell you what I look up next after I do this last one. All right. So they made money on all three. So they spent $40 million on the first one. They made $173 million. $50 million on the second one. $214 million. Then he directed it by himself. Spent $75 million.
This is Michael B. Jordan.
No.
Oh.
This is still Creed, but this is not Michael B. Jordan as the director.
That's Creed 2.
Creed 1 and 2 was directed by two other people. He only directed Creed 3.
Oh, I thought Rocky directed Creed. No.
Ryan Coogler directed Creed 1.
So Sylvester Stallone didn't do anything. He just wrote it.
Starring. Yeah.
He had to write it.
I mean, it's like, it don't say produced.
He said he had to write it.
Starring. It said
He ain't write it. He had nothing to do
It
with it.
said produced by Erwin Winkler, Robert Chertoff. Let's give them some credit that they
Rocky
did.
the fake. Sylvester's the fake.
I mean, he not no nah. He just.
Nah, ain't no nah.
Ah, it's like when you heard that though.
Ain't no nah. That
Yeah, he said he
didn't
say that to you.
Yeah. Why you mad at Sylvester?
That just messed up my whole.
He's just starring, Bob. Like, but here's one I'm gonna give you right now. What was Marlon Wayans? He did.
I didn't even know he do. He still doing movies.
Sleep. See, you think I'm watching?
Oh man, I'll be. Let me
Listen,
look up
let me
Marlon
tell you.
Wayans, man. I'm
Listen.
sorry, Marlon. Man.
I don't watch it because you gotta watch. You gotta watch it because listen to the budgets they be doing. Look, he dropped A Haunted House, right? He spent $2 million on this and made $60 million.
Oh, Marlon, right?
Marlon,
Yeah.
but directed by Michael Tides. He's screenplay by Marlon. But then they dropped the sequel. See what they did.
Well, see what he did for Neckets and Sex 2.
$4 million.
I think that's he was making bread. That's what Marlon.
$24 million. See what I'm saying? I don't know, like, the number to me be crazy in my mind. Like, when you think about playing a lottery and you say, yo, if you spend $150 million on Batman, you gonna make $1 billion.
Let me get some chips,
Yes. Have a chip.
man. So I can eat Pringles.
No, you shouldn't be eating that.
Right,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
should.
You shouldn't be eating that, but I was in the store, so I just
But
grabbed
he
it.
said yes, have a chip. Like it's okay to
Yeah,
have
because
a
that's
Pringles.
the thing about it too. When you know you're not supposed to be eating it, spread it out. Let everybody get some.
No.
Yes, no, because you don't want to eat the whole thing by yourself. Spread it out so it don't hit as bad.
Everybody ready to go, man. You saying yeah, it's all right. Go with me.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
no. Oh, that's how you
That's
do
what
that.
you just
Yeah,
said.
that's
No,
said.
you don't want to. You spread it out. Look, I gave them all the donuts. I ain't have a donut. You spread it
All right,
out.
so look.
Hmm?
He made a movie,
Who this?
Marlon Wayans,
What's it called?
Sex Truplets.
Six Tuplets. Yeah, that was a good movie.
It was
Chuck
funny.
Tuplets.
It's funny. Yeah. Tanisha didn't like it, but it's
Yeah, I
funny.
thought it was corny. So I want to
Yeah,
see how
she
much
did
he
too.
made off that.
Especially when he got to the brother that was the G brother, not the albino one, the one before that, the
Yeah.
pimp one.
The pimp.
The
I want to see
one.
what he made off that.
The pimp one and Stranger Danger. That one, dumb funny like the fat boy. They hit. Now I don't see. It don't got no budget, and me. If they don't got no budget, it's got something to do with like it's a Netflix deal. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like it don't matter. It's like, yo, give me $1 million. I'll do this movie for you.
Yeah.
That's cool too. That's cool too because you still saw it. And again, he just came off of making 2 movies where he spent $2 million and then $4 million, and then made over $40 million, over $50 million. How you spend $6 million? How you spend $4 million and make $50 million, and then turn around and do a Netflix, get $1 million? If that's what he got, I'm not saying that's what he got, but I'm just saying. I would have did it for nothing because it's nothing now. I just made $50 million.
I'm about to look that shit up myself.
What?
If he can make money doing that, I could be making money doing something too. Fuck
Everybody
that.
could do that, yo. I be doing this all day. I'm telling you, Transformers, all the movies you ever saw. Look at the budget, how much they spent to make these joints. Yo, these joints come out plush laid. It was like, and that's the thing. So when a movie that big comes out and it don't do good, that's when it be a total loss. That's what happened to Wonder Woman. She basically did the same thing. She started in the first one, right? And then the second one she directed. Now in her defense, I'm gonna keep it real. COVID hit right in the same spot. So when she dropped it in theaters, it didn't make bread. The first one, 120 mil, it made 800 mil.
Damn.
It's good bread. But then the second one, let's go. It's crazy.
Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, it was bad. And she directed it. Look, she spent 200 mil, yo, and only made 169 mil, son.
Yeah, so she lost bread from the
She
last
lost
time.
bread. But see, that's the thing as directors. But the thing is, she
lost bread.
But it's all good because wait, I might got it confused. Let me just make sure.
Nah, because you're up from the last time. You put it on the new time.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, so she good because basically she directed both of them, and that's good. Patty Jenkins. Wonder Woman 1984.
You know, when you sitting there, you preparing, it's just like what people hear in the background. It's like, yo, that's crazy.
I don't even know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I'm looking up this.
Huh?
It's like I'm listening to the tennis. I'm thinking about this bread.
Yo, they see you over about the background.
Like, how can I make a movie?
You gotta laser in some top pop, stay focused.
He said $2 million.
Listen,
Like, how can I make a
and the
movie?
thing about Marlon specifically is that those movies were terrible.
Cause like Marlon, he's like
He OD.
He's really corny. Like
He
Like, he
OD.
be
So that's why
pushing it
Six
too
Something.
much.
That's probably why we liked it so much because it was the first time it made sense for him. Like, just go wild. Like, he could be his own Adam Sandler clip. Him.
I like production.
it's like, yo, it's funny. Cause that's exactly what I told Teenage about that Second Supplement movie. I'm like, yo, it's the first time like his being him made sense in a movie. Every other
Yeah.
time it's like, yo, what
What
fuck,
are you
bro?
doing?
Like, I think like
Yeah.
6 Men probably was like the other one where it was like he wasn't
Yeah,
too
that was a good one too.
like whoever reeled him in, he just like
You know what I'm saying?
everything
So I'm
else.
trying to tell you about these budgets, bro. He spent $6 million on these jokes and made 50 M's off these.
I think his
movies.
first like little real come up though was like the G.I. Joe joint, even though they ain't use him again.
Yeah, that really was. Let's see the budget on that.
I think that's when he really did.
I'm laughing. This is what I really do.
No, I'm laughing because that's.
He ain't use my son again.
He was a little crazy in that too.
That's what I said. He ain't use him again though.
That's not right. Man.
He's a little off in that one too. Like he fit, but he didn't fit.
It's like the world wanted him back, but the directors that they
Yeah, it's like you know.
Like,
right.
nah, bro.
They spent 300 because that's why they spent too much bread on this joint. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Let me just make sure this is the one with Marlon.
Oh shit, yo!
back though, because
I could see that, yo.
he
like,
was fake
nah,
eye, but like
man.
Pop said, it's like he fit, but then he did it.
Yeah, man.
It was Marlon Wayans, but I mean, I said it was Marlon Wayans. He was in it, but he was like number the list that they got it because Snake Eyes. He got the most bread. They got a lot of people in Channing Tatum. They got The Rock in here.
I think that's just what it was. They,
Bruce Willis. I don't know if they did.
now you know what Marlon Wayans need. You see how like they have like money talks. He need like a money talk.
Yo, let's look at that.
Nah, he did a joint called Run for Requiem, or how you pronounce it, for a Dream. That was hot too. That's when he played the little sorcery. What's the joint where he played in medieval times? And he was in the sorcery joint.
I think I remember that. I think it was like Black Dungeons or something like that.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, and they killed him. He even died funny. He died with both
like,
his
nah,
legs.
I
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, when they give you a lot of bread, you're like, yo, you gonna give me this bread for this role? I'll do it. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna
Shout out to Marlins though, man.
You be collecting that bread.
You get that bread, baby.
Yeah,
I
send
ain't
me
even
the
mad
money
at
talks,
you about
man.
that, yo. You
Money
get
talk-
that bread,
money
man.
talk. They spent 25 million, made 48
Oh
million.
man.
No bread.
Hey, but they had Charlie Sheen, Paul Sorvino. They had a couple people in there. Like
This
they
dude
had
made
to
a
get all
couple
those
of
people.
movies, man. He just
It's hard to, you know what it is. I'm gonna tell you, it's hard to get production the way that it used to be. That's the trick. I think that's the trick with movies now. Like they used to have, you could lock off a whole place.
No, but it's like
People
now.
don't do that no more.
Now they got the studio. Yeah.
Yeah, it's indoors, and now you got to come up. It's animations and effects now, and that joint is kind of
So now you could spend
less money
Yeah. Make
Spend
more
less
bread
money.
back on making the movie.
if you make bread at all.
Cause like yeah.
they don't tell you how much none of his films is what he's worth though.
Ooh.
Try to see what he worth.
Marlon,
Yeah.
Cause you probably can't know because they all together.
what is
like,
Marlon Wayans?
Oh, he's worth 40
net
million.
feel me? Cause he's
That's
technically
good bread right there.
Marlon Wayans' net worth.
he's technically a Wayne's and they probably got a joint type joint.
That's a good net worth right
According to
there.
multiple sources, Marlon Wayans' net worth is estimated to be $40 million. He is an American actor, comedian, screenwriter, and film producer who is best known for starring in films such as Scary Movie, White Chicks, and Little Man. He is also a member
Little
of
Man
the
was
famous
funny.
Wayans comedy family.
Yeah, Little Man was funny.
Are you interested
But I think
in
they
learning
all
more
worked
about
on
his
Little
career
Man.
or his personal life?
No.
I think they
No.
all worked on Little Man. See, it's like since like when he by himself, he not that really good. When they all together though,
Like White Chick was a monster movie.
yeah.
That's what you call a monster movie.
I can
Oh,
still
so
watch
this,
one.
this is how they rate them. This is how the family's rated. Damian Wayans Jr. is worth $5 million. Marlon Wayans is worth. They got him here at $15 million. This must be old. Then they got Sean Wayans at $30 million. Damian Wayans at $35 million, and they got Keenan worth $65 million. So you gotta figure Marlon got up.
Marlon shot up on the end.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he just been
Yeah, I gotta be
M's
all
and then
this shit.
50 M's, bro. Regular. Didn't even matter if the second one did good.
Yeah, he caught out. He must have caught something.
He
Caught a
just-
fish. Caught a fish line and
He
shit.
muster.
He just be ready to work. Oh, you said it?
Let me see. Does Monterey have a who is Monterey now? While there's enough room to list Keenan's credits here, the Keenan's credit, let's just say Keenan is worth he is the highest brother, so he's worth $65 million. So I guess every time their net worth go up, he go up too. Cause ain't they signed to Keenan Productions?
I don't know, but that's what I said. They probably got some type of joint thing where I could see that them.
It's like you don't even need no joint thing. You my brother, like, yo, listen, we did it again here.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that might be an ongoing.
Because
Because it
family.
might be like, even if they like say
Yeah.
they call Sean, but they really called all of us. We
They
all
Right,
built wealth.
right.
They built wealth as a family. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Because
built-
even though you might have one star, they all might have.
Because like yo, it's
hand in
all on our
production.
names. We
Like,
still want to
like,
produce
like I
something
said, to the
good.
point where your kids can go out and act. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter if what they get paid for.
It's like,
whatever.
wait, you owe me, nah, Junior, you gonna go do this money for your uncle? 'Cause
Easy.
we owe him $15 million.
Yes. Like, yo, go make this movie pop.
So your network is probably not even what it's supposed to be because you gotta give it back to them anyway.
It's family.
Hey, family.
They built a family worth $250 million.
Yeah.
Them brothers.
Actually, you're right. I'm just looking it up. It says the Wayans family net worth is the sum of individual fortunes of some of the siblings who are actors, directors, producers. The films have grossed over $1 billion since the 80s. The combined net worth for the family estimate is more than $300 million,
Yeah.
or nearly
Oh.
Yeah,
800.
because they didn't even name
880
Mad Wayne.
million.
Come on, exactly. That's what I'm
They
saying.
didn't even say Kim.
The money that the big brothers got is just enough. Is so good that the young generation could go out and get any audition they
You
want.
know what?
Yeah,
I
but
think
they
as
didn't,
a
they didn't even
So
say
you know what
they
I
didn't
mean?
say Kim in the older brother generation.
Nah,
'cause
but
she was there.
even though, so put her in there. Even though I'm just saying.
And they got another sister who's like an accountant or some
I'm just
shit.
saying the money is just the money. grows
well,
for itself.
so according to them, if they estimate everybody who's in the film right now, they're worth $300 million. But if you go by just what the brothers did, they're $180 million as worth as a family net worth. That's a
Easy.
lot of money, yo.
And it goes, the beat goes on, because once they have more kids, it's just like you
It just keeps going and
you
going.
just audition.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Come
You
come
don't
back
gotta
with
audition
me.
because they make their own movies
And that's what I'm saying. You could do whatever. If you decide, I'm gonna just do.
and it's
the
even
brothers,
crazy that it's like you do your own movie and then they don't got none of their kids.
You might
in
end up
it.
in a movie together and not know y'all both auditioning. That's what I'm telling you.
Damn, look, the
might have went for the same
nephew,
part.
Damian Wayans Jr. himself is worth $9 million.
No, but he do TV though.
And it's because it's easy. You don't have to worry about nothing. You're
Because
not
he was
worried
on
about
like
nothing.
a TV show. Anytime you get that TV show money, you
Yeah, but he's still funny.
Yeah.
You gotta be funny.
Nah, no, you don't.
I ain't saying you.
I ain't never
ain't-
met a Wayans
you
that's
gotta-
not
you-
funny.
You,
Nah, what? Marlon's
Nah.
not really that funny.
Marlon is funny, man.
Marlon's not really that
Marlon is funny. It's just certain skits they put him in that he just overact, man.
He do that.
He's
Marlon
he's
really not
funny.
that
You
man.
asking me, was the Wayne brothers funny with Marlon? Yes.
And it's like I don't even think
Sometimes-
Sean is really that funny. I really think that Damon Wayans is a good writer of
Which one is the
comedy.
bald-headed one that was in My Wife and Kids?
That's
the one that's
Damien.
funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
That's Damien.
He's the
Yeah.
funniest one.
And I
Damien
think-
always been because
That's
he's
to
the
say
best
he's-
stand-up. He's the best.
I don't know. I never
I
seen him
don't-
stand up.
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah,
All I know
Damien's
is when
funny,
you tell a
man.
joke.
Yeah, I
then-
seen Damien. I went them since the beginning.
And
They
then Keenan
funny.
Ivory Wayans, he's like the best. Like he could put it all together though for them.
Yeah, but here's my thing: as a person who has a movie, and you write something like "I'ma get you, sucker," right? How do you get the actors that you get without having a movie before that or
Yo.
set for make a motherfucker believe you? Like, yo, I'm gonna get you, sucker. It's gonna be a hit. You Keenan Ivory
yeah, I feel
Wayans,
it.
Because
yo.
he probably
Well,
was
wait,
out
what
there
came
doing
out
something
first?
else.
Wait, what was first? Was it Living Color before all of that?
I mean, you
might
had
have a
it.
buzz. Let's see.
You might
But
have
even
had
in
it
Living Color, because it's like how you
somebody
get those
had to
people.
believe in you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's how you could reel them in if you got that first. Like, yo,
Nah.
look,
But even how did you
Yeah.
even get that? Who the hell's Keenan Ivory Wayans again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what that looked like to me, man. That looked like instead
Ah,
of
there you go.
instead of them having shows and all that like they used to do. You know, remember how 174 used to have block parties and live shows and talent shows and stat teams. I think they just turned that into TV. That's what they did.
I'm thinking the reason why they worth that type of money, cause he got some of his movies is real. When he played the soldier dude, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
What soldier dude?
I can't think of the name of the movie, man. I can't think of it. I gotta look up. Let me look up Keenan, man. Let me look up Keenan, man, and his
Living Color
movies,
came out in
man.
1990.
And Living Color was first.
And what was the other thing we said?
He did it. He did
I'ma
a
Get You
sketch
Second.
comedy, and then he did Hollywood.
They said I'm
Nah,
in Living Color's house.
Hollywood Shuffle. He co-wrote Hollywood Shuffle in 1987.
Alright, so that's his name to fame then.
Hollywood Shuffle with
That just came out first, so you might be right.
What came out first? I'm gonna get you, sucker. No, but he said because he was a writer for. He did.
Yo,
He was a
this joint
co.
came out in '88.
He was not. He was a co-writer for Hollywood Shuffle in '87.
Oh, that's what you saying?
That's what Pop just said.
Yo,
Yeah,
this
he-
joint, he spent $3 million on the budget. How he get this bread?
All right, so yeah,
He was a
he
co-writer
starred in
for
this.
Hollywood Shuffle.
He starred in this movie called Star 80. I don't know what that was. I don't know what I never heard of that, yo. Let me look at that. That was an old time joint Keenan was in, yo. He was in a movie called Star 80,
I don't remember
1983.
him in no movie.
For Love and Honor with some role as Duke. He played Duke. Then he played in Benson, A Different World.
He don't count, see?
Hold on. He played A Different World, Hollywood Shuffle, I'ma Get You Sucker, A Low Down Dirty Shame. He was hot in that. Don't Be a Menace to Southside. Nah, he didn't do that. The Glimmer Man, that's what it was. Glimmer Man is where he was nice at. He was good in Glimmer Man.
Glimmer Man, I never
Glimmer
heard
Man.
of that one.
Most Wanted, I saw that. That was hot.
Most Wanted? I don't
Yeah,
remember
Most
that
Wanted is when he was the soldier that he said shot the president, but they didn't do it, and they tried to arrest him. That was a good one, yo. He was in My Wife and Kids. He did a role in that. He was in
He was
Dance
just stacking
Fit,
his bread. Okay, I see.
Happily Divorced, and Last Comic Standing. Those were his
They
filmography.
don't add up.
And his writing
Sorry.
production.
They don't.
Nah, that Hollywood Shuffle though, because that was big time at the time.
Hold on. So when it comes to his writing production and his directing credits, his first movie would be Hollywood Shuffles. Then after that, he did Eddie Murphy Raw. Then I guess he did.
Wait. We gotta
Okay. So in Hollywood Shuffle, he was the writer, no director, no producer.
Wait, yeah, all right. We
All
gotta
right.
stop for a second right there.
Okay.
Where
Who is it?
That's Tina.
No.
This is 1987.
Wait, what he did on Raw?
Wait. Before we get to Raw,
All right, go ahead.
the budget was 100,000.
On Hollywood Shuffle.
They
Okay.
made $5 million. This is where that money came.
Wow.
This is where that money came. Where he got the.
Okay,
$3
so
million.
in the Hollywood Shuffle, he was just a writer. He
just a
wasn't
writer.
even. He was just a writer.
Nah, but that's how you get because we were saying we
He
was
got
talking
credit.
About the money, we was talking
Prestige,
about
like,
we was
you
talking
get
about how
that
he get all the
prestige.
people.
Okay, so in that one, he got writing credits.
Saying?
So that's where the money.
They like, yo,
all right,
we
so
did good on this one. That was me. Like,
all right, so how many points he gets off of that?
A lot because you was the writer.
Yeah. Look, Bobby at the top. He number 1, 2.
He was the second writer on the thing.
No, you got Robert Townsend at the top, director. The number next thing slot is him.
Okay, so he was the main writer.
He was on it.
And you
Yeah.
think
Had
about
to be-
him and Robert Townsend at that time.
and
they
we
was
forgetting
the
this
lit,
too.
'cause he got a show.
He come with a family, so he come with other people too. He don't just come with just writing.
Well, my thing is, if he was the one writing, but everybody else was co-writing with him as a family, they went in under his name.
It say Dom Herrera was uncredited though. Whoever that is,
I don't know.
him. You ever seen him before?
Nah, he looked like a comedian. So let's go to Eddie Murphy Raw.
What he did
All right, hold on, wait. We can't get the Raw yet. Wait.
He
I
didn't
just
do
wanna know
nothing
what he-
else,
I
Terrence.
just want to know what he did on Raw because it's like Eddie.
That's his second one at 87.
No, but you saying that's the
my
second
bad.
one? Eddie
His
Murphy-
writing, producing, directing credits. His next movies will be Eddie Murphy Raw. In that, he was the writer and the producer.
Yeah.
He was the writer and the
That's it,
producer.
all in the same year. Hollywood Shuffle and that.
Right.
So that's how he was able to get you on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Cause I gotta imagine that when he did Hollywood Shuffle and they made that $5 million, he was able to get a little bit more in his budget from when he did Eddie
Well, you
Murphy
got to
Raw.
first. You got to
Man,
think
that
about.
Means, that means Robert Townsend.
You gotta
was
wait.
tight, B.
You gotta wait though. Look at what it's saying though. Listen to what I'm saying now. He got credit for being the writer and the producer of Raw, which means that any material Eddie Murphy used is not his
on Raw.
on Raw.
So all right, so that's cool. We cool with that. But listen to
That's
the
why Eddie
budget.
Murphy don't
Listen
even
to the
talk about
budget. These are
Raw.
the budget since.
Eddie Murphy
See,
don't even talk
you're not
about
listening. Terrence ain't listening to what I'm saying,
All right,
man.
but look.
Everybody else say how great Raw
And
was.
look, it's crazy.
And
because-
Raw
it's
was
crazy
one of the
because
greatest
I'm about to
joints
say,
ever.
That family is dead rich, and they probably rich over.
So now you hiding that
Probably
you.
rich over Eddie Murphy.
Now you hiding that you backdoor Raw, man.
You ain't back door. What you talking about?
Back door because it's right there in the
You
credits.
wrote
It is right there. It's
Say
right
opening
there.
sketch.
Now I'm talking about Eddie trying to tell. That's why he don't play it. He low play that movie a lot, man. He don't go
And
back
Eddie
too
didn't
much.
produce it either. It was somebody else who co-produced it with him named.
I don't know. He
named Robert D. Watch.
It's like he don't even talk about Raw. I
he
swear.
just didn't direct it.
Everybody else
But
talk about how great
it
it
was
was.
under Eddie Murphy Productions.
So what? It don't mean shit.
All right, well.
Eddie had the money.
Now look.
Remember, Eddie was on Saturday Night Live,
Now
so
wait,
they
this
was
is his-
already
this is his
kicking.
track record now. This is Keenan's track record. $100,000 for Hollywood Shuffle made 5 M's.
Right,
$8 million for Raw made 50 M's.
right.
I'm gonna get you sucker. What's gonna happen?
Okay, so here you go. I go get you
Okay,
sucker.
And in
Stop
living
him.
color.
I get you
Everything
sucker
after
is
that was
the.
a rap.
All right, so I get you sucker is the next one.
Name my son Robert Townsend's tight though.
He's killing it right now. Hold on, he killing because he killing it.
All he got was a TV show, and he was the writer with him in Hollywood Shuffle.
So now, so now, and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you sucker. He's the director, he's the writer, but he doesn't produce it.
But the point is, they spent $3 million and made 13.
It don't matter. You still get writing credits for that.
That don't matter.
And you get directed
The
credits.
only thing that matters is the budget.
How much did he spend?
3,
And how much did he make?
13.
Damn.
Good money.
$10 million. That's a $10 million profit right
Easy.
off the budget.
But wait, then we gotta go to
And that doesn't even account. Wait, because you're not even accounting what you see on Netflix and things like that. Because you know they probably get money for run views and shit like that, stream points and shit like that.
I got an ingrown now. This joint
He do a lot. He just his budget is clean cut though. It's another movie where he spent about 3.8, and made 20 mil. This is Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood.
Okay, nope. You skipping a whole joint.
Wait, cause I skipped.
In Living Color.
Wait, no, that's TV. I'm in film.
Nah, but this is his next project. I'm looking at it.
I'm not saying that, Pop. I'm in film.
Okay. So you want to connect
Cause
his next films? All right, wait. Oh, go ahead.
Because TV don't have a budget.
Okay, so here, his next film was 5 Heartbeats.
Wait, what? Hold on, Pop.
Yeah.
That's not what it said.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm right here. Where he get writing, producing, and directing credits. His next movie was 5 Heartbeats.
You gotta make sure, bro.
I'm right here, man. I'm looking at the damn thing,
I'm looking at
man.
it right now. You know what I'm saying?
You're wrong, man.
No, look, he skipped. Hold on, Pop.
I didn't skip a movie. I'm talking about where he got writing, producing, and directing credits. Not where he just started them. He got a lot of filmography where he didn't get.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is, if you in the film, it doesn't matter if you got actual.
He might have just got paid a check. So
it don't matter. I'm trying to listen. What I'm telling you matters.
Go ahead.
What matters is if he's in that movie, whether he even got writing credits after he just did Hollywood Shuffle and Raw, even if he was in the movie and the movie made a budget, it was up. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, look. Let's just stop for a minute. If he's in a movie, If he's in a movie where he gets no director, no writing, no producing, he's a man with a check. So in other words, the company already hit him with, yo, I got a movie. I'm gonna pay you outright. Here's $5.5 million for doing the movie.
Okay.
So that's how he gets it.
But
what
that
the music?
counts.
No, it does not. That's just a
Wait,
check.
hold on,
Listen. That's just a check. He don't get no points. He gets no residual. He gets nothing.
That counts.
No, it does not.
Listen what I'm telling you.
That's just a check. If he think about it, he's a director, the writer, the producer of the movie, and you're talking about profits.
Yeah, but all right.
So which means that like he did, he wrote Hollywood Shuffle, right?
Right.
And you said he paid $3 million for it, right? And they made $13 million.
No. Hollywood Shuffle was 100,000.
100,000.
And they made $5 million.
And they made $5 million, which means off of that $5 million, he might have had maybe a 0.5 spread.
So
he might have made $2 million off that movie.
Okay,
right?
but my point is the 5 count because I'm talking about the family's overall success further down the line. You gonna need that 5. I don't care if Rel gave me a check and I didn't write the movie. If he gave me $5 million, that counts towards what I've been doing. I've been making flips everywhere I went. That's a flip is what I'm trying to say. I understand writing credits and producer credits. Yeah, we could do that part. But it's like, I'm looking at all the movies he was in. Because if that movie he was in made money, that adds to your reputation, whether you want to like it or not. It don't matter if you didn't get credits in it.
All right, so what's your next movie?
That was just it. I skipped and went to, I skipped Low Down Dirty Shame. He didn't make money.
He did make money off that.
He didn't.
He was the director and the writer.
But he didn't make money. He lost money.
All right. How
profit-wise, he said.
Profit-wise, he spent. It don't even. And when they don't show, he didn't make money.
In the movie, he didn't. But you know
Box
that thing
office,
was such a hit on
box office.
Okay.
Box office, he made $29 million. So we gotta just assuming based on his average, he probably made money because he probably spent $3-4 million like he always been doing.
Right.
So he probably did make money with that, but I don't know how it go. That was some straight.
All right. What's the next one?
So I skipped that, but that was Don't Be a Menace to South Central by Jigga Juice in the Hood. That one was $3 million and $20 million. That's his average. He not playing like it's a low.
Yo,
bid.
that's crazy. He didn't get no director.
Yo, it's a
he
flat
got
low
no
bid.
writer.
He didn't give it to Marlon now.
But he
Marlon
got
doing the same thing.
he got the whole producer rights for that though, which means he put up the money. So that's all him.
Yeah.
That's all his flip.
Mm-hmm.
That's all his
That's
flip.
why they treat him like the Godfather, though. Really, they do. They
Sun Road Raw being that. We think about that right now, yo. He's getting money.
Yo, that's
back to Eddie
crazy.
Murphy.
And it's like
Forever.
I'm telling you,
Forever.
Eddie
Yo.
Murphy don't talk about
Eddie
that.
Murphy. Oh, that's
We gotta find what he talk about. He must mention it.
nah. He can't.
Nah,
He,
somebody else don't mention it first.
yeah, man.
Nah,
We
Pop
did.
said
We
Glimmer
did.
Man.
Who?
Glimmer Man.
Glimmer Man.
He lost
did-
money on Glimmer Man.
He
But
don't
but
even
you see
have
what I'm
Glimmer
saying?
Man
Now,
on
this is the
here.
perfect point. He didn't write or produce this one, but he starred in it, and they lost money.
Yep.
That adds to your reputation. I'm
You right.
telling you.
All right. What's the next one?
I mean, not really, because it could be like you
It's
see.
not your
I-
fault, but it's
Nah,
still your name.
yeah.
It's only you.
No,
he was,
but
he was
He's
number
right
2 on
because
the
he
bill, too.
didn't write, produce it,
That's what I'm
direct
trying
it.
to say.
He
So
wasn't
it's like,
even. He wasn't
That
even like
joint
a bottom
lost
feeder,
money,
like when you
man.
don't see his name. Yo, he's number 2 on the bill.
yeah, but I'm saying
They
you
might
try-
think you wrote it just because
Word.
niggas in the hood don't know. Like, nah,
That looked like he helped
Real
somebody else, like he helped Steven
That's-
Seagal career.
and that's what I'm trying to say. That's how it looked.
It might have been a loop.
That
They
might have
lost
been a
They
loop.
didn't lose that much though. They spent.
That might have been an
45 mil.
alley-oop.
They spent 45 mil and made 39 mil. So they
It's like really, he might be the reason why they even lost bread because they had to pay his ass.
No, I think it lost bread because Steven Seagal was in it.
they lost bread again. Here we go again. He wrote this one. Here go the losses.
What?
See, people don't. You gotta talk about the losses. They spent 25 million on this one and made 11.
But
This is Most Wanted.
oh man, I was hurt by that.
You
Oh,
like that movie? Too?
yeah, because he said that. Yeah, and plus he was the writer and the producer. That
Mhm.
yeah,
And
he
starred
lost.
in it. No, he
Yeah,
wasn't the
he
producer.
did star.
Wasn't the producer. Eric L. Gold was the producer.
It says executive here, producer.
I don't say that here.
Damn, that's why he took his name off it. Yeah, what be involved with the loss, man? He said, "Nah, I can't take the
All
loss."
right, hold on. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Keep it going.
He said, "I can't take the loss."
Now we
yo.
know Scary Movie. You know what that did. Oh man,
Wait, scary movie?
Yeah.
Which one?
the first one. Oh,
First one he directed.
this is where it come through. This is where he
Okay.
got the whole family in.
All right,
That's
here
when
we
the
go.
brothers
Let's-
came.
19 million. He made 278
What million? What movie? Little
million.
Man?
Scary Movie, the first one, July 7, 2000.
All he did was direct it. So yeah, they might have all had a
Hold on,
piece
but the
of it.
brothers wrote.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
that-
It just say he directed
That's
it.
what we
No, but
said.
that's
This
what
is
we
where
said.
this
Yeah.
where he pulled the brothers in.
All right,
he
that's
had to
them.
spend money. He basically directed it, so didn't he have to buy the brothers? He bought them.
He bought them.
Bought them.
He probably let them get writers credit because whatever, but he
Yeah.
probably really was the
Part
writer.
2 too. He did the same thing for part 2 then.
Because I feel like that about Marlon movies now. He
Man,
probably
hold
helped
on.
write it. He just
My
don't
wife
want
and
the credit.
kids. He see, but this I'm saying TV is hard to do because they don't show budgets and all of that. But we know. I look at how long standing it was. 5 seasons, 123 episodes. That's my average. That's my wife and kids.
Oh,
I don't know. I think they don't do TV because TV is residual.
Yeah,
It's like it
you get
constantly
that bread
comes.
for episodes and stuff.
forever.
Yeah.
Because of the reruns.
Certain networks would pick it up at this time.
But that's why I said that this might be because you got to think of the movies he lost on. He might gain on because now that you got these websites who run these free movies,
This
people
was a
you
nice-
get money off of streaming. You know.
The next one was Dance Flick.
I really hated this.
Ah man, he didn't produce it, but he wrote it. And no, he did produce it. Hold
I think
on.
Dance Flick
He didn't
was-
direct it, but he
They
produced
made-
it and
they made
wrote
$7
it.
million.
I think Dance Flick was getting the next generation, the youngest in. Like past Marlon and Sean, now it's just the other.
Yeah. Maybe Damian Jr.
Yeah.
That looked like they downfall movie. They ain't make no money off
Cause
that,
they
right?
not funny. I ain't gonna front. They all like Marlon to me. They all like Marlon to me.
Damn, we shitting on the Waynes, man.
But it's like
Scary Movie too.
the Wayans was never really. They was never really funny. I think they were just well put together.
Same thing.
Having
Marlon
an
and Sean,
older brother.
he paid them the right, and they did
Yeah.
good. 45 million, 170 something.
Like the
Yeah.
only good put together joint was My Wife and Kids.
I guess when you
Yeah,
have a run
that
of
was elite. That was elite.
when you have a run of 3 good movies, you could afford a bad
Even
one.
how they
You
even
can
how
afford
they
a couple bad ones. That's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
when I said that's what with this video game thing and this movie thing, you realize those entities. It's like they make so much over time that the ones that's bad, it don't matter. It's not like a bad album. When you make a bad album, that could trickle down to the next album being bad. They ain't trying to hear the next one. But with movies, you could be down, and the next thing you know, you so up. It's crazy. It's crazy. So Scary Movie 2, we know he made. The White Chicks, we know he wrote. Again, he paid. Well, let me see. It just say screenplay. It don't say written. But again, 37 mil, 113 mil. This is when it started all rolling
For what?
for everything, for the family.
Which one is that?
That's
White
white.
Chicks.
That's White Chicks.
Nah, I don't think it's that one. What did Little Man do?
Wait, we about to get the little man next. That was the next one.
No, but I think like Little Man was like Marlon on his own now.
64 million and 104 million But it's not that. The ball started rolling all from Scary Movie. One Scary Movie one came out. That one when he decided to pay the brothers, it came to light. You need the young generation.
Nah, that's just passing the torch. It's like I had my run.
I don't know. He might be because he didn't write for Scary Movie
I'm
1,
telling you,
2,
you saying
or
that,
White Chicks.
Nah, you saying that he didn't write, and I don't think that. I think he's just not credited.
That's what I'm be trying to say. So when you in a movie and you lose a budget, your reputation's on the line. I don't care.
I think it's what it is now.
care.
That's why I said. See, in writing in the family and stuff like that, that's how you pass the torch. You know, Marlon and Sean ain't writing like that. They're not elite writers like that.
Or maybe they've been coming in here with different writings a lot of times, and this was one of the times he accepted.
Who the fuck is the Boo Crew?
Nah.
I looked that up. I didn't see what that had to do with him, but
When I really look at it, I feel like Damien and Keenan are the writers. Feel me? Sean and Marlon was the ones who entertained.
they tried to do a children's show.
Come on, my son even had the fake Wayne head.
With the shoe.
My son had the fake Wayne hair.
They had the cartoon. They had it though. They got it though. I'm not even gonna sleep on
The
that.
Boo Crew. They got it's on YouTube right now called. It's a YouTube shit. It's for kids. And then The Last OG. Oh, he wrote The Last OG.
He wrote an episode in The Last OG. The episode looking at the front door.
Man, that's so long ago. I don't remember that joint.
Yeah, that show needed a part 2. I like watching.
Keenan got a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, you do.
I'm telling you, Tim probably still got. He probably got all the stuff. All of that's probably Keenan. I
Yo,
feel like
that Eddie Murphy role. That's a
yeah. I'm
that's
telling
a
you.
shocker.
People say that's
Oh,
the
man,
greatest.
and
That's
he's
the
on-
greatest stand-up of all time.
Man, he on
You
PBS.
don't even know who wrote it.
You go back and look at somebody's track record and realize he wrote that.
That ass. Realize you've been not paying this man homage his whole life. His
Look
brother.
up, use some tape.
You see why his brothers got so much ad. You see why Damian Wayans don't feel like this person's the best or this person's the best. Because he know the ins and out of this shit for real.
Yeah, he majored in engineering at Alabama Tuskegee
Because he don't really like Dave
University.
Chappelle. They don't think
Keenan?
Dave Chappelle that
Keenan.
good.
He went to the army too, right now.
He dropped out his senior year when the comedy bug hit him full force. Heavily influenced by Richard Pryor, he found only lukewarm success on New York stand-up stage, deciding later to relocate to Los Angeles in order to pursue the film and TV opportunity. He bid his first parts on such TV shows as Chips. He was in Cheers. He was in Star 80.
So I had to lay down the groundwork for the film. You gotta think about Chips and Cheers.
Yeah, he laid it down, yo. He laid it down. He said he starred in the TV series Love and Honor, in which he had a recurring role as Private Duke Johnson.
He's like the oldest, right? He's
Yeah.
the oldest, or he's like one of the second.
I think
He's the second. I don't know. The first son I named, I think his name is Najia, something like that.
So what I mean,
You don't hear nothing about him
He not into nothing.
bosses really want to be heard.
unless he passed.
He the one that sit them all down when they tripping.
He put the brothers in position. He said, "Yo, this what y'all gonna do."
Tell
It's like
me.
just like Charlie Murphy said to Eddie. He said, "Yo, you gonna remember you soon? You gonna go down there and
He give everybody they
look."
they
I found
position.
it. I found it. Eddie Murphy talking about Raw.
What you said, that was took you a long time.
Let's see what he said. Let's see what he said.
You gonna talk about Raw? Let's hear it.
You gotta watch the commercial.
Full goddamn.
News, I'm Jay Will. Back in September 2019, a story on Eddie Murphy was published by the New York Times that would go on to spotlight Murphy's return to comedy. The 58-year-old legendary stand-up comedian has been quiet for some time, especially since his last stand-up special dates back to 1987's Raw. During his recent return, it has been noted that Murphy is planning for a comedy special with Netflix, and he's reportedly looking at a deal worth $70 million. In a talk with the New York Times, Murphy was quoted for saying he cringed at some of his material, which many online had mixed reviews about. It appeared that quite a few people didn't like the notion of the comedy giant showing any regrets to material he performed in his early years. Well, in a new interview with CBS Sunday Morning, Murphy would further share his feelings about his material that touched on homosexuality and AIDS, but would make it very clear that he had no regrets. Some of it I cringe when I watch it. That's
Why don't
not to
got the
say
real
I don't
joint?
appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I'm looking at it in the context of the time. I'm a kid saying that. And when asked about regrets, Murphy would respond, none whatsoever. Nah. In the interview, he would further discuss making a stance at the Oscars and his big comeback. Now, this recent statement appears to be on a slightly different note than his previous apology in 1996, in which he publicly apologized for his jokes on AIDS and homosexuality. I deeply regret any pain all this has caused, just like the rest of the world. I'm more educated about AIDS in 1996 than I was in 19...
Oh,
That's bullshit.
hold on.
You know what it
We on
basically
the
sound
mic
like
is
to
hot,
me?
The mics is hot.
I ain't trying to pay nobody. Because it was directed by Robert Townsend, wrote by Keenan Ivory Wayne. And that was one of his best stand-ups ever. You
what
ain't
everybody
trying
talk
to pay nobody. That's what
I'm gonna
that's
tell you right now. Listen, I'm only 31, but I ain't like it.
Come on, Eddie. You better than that.
It
yo.
wasn't that funny to me.
Yeah, it was. For that time, and yes, it was. Man.
Well,
Yes, it was.
That's how I felt about Richard Pryor too. I don't know.
everybody talk about the outfit he got on more than the actual joke. They never really recite the joke. What's the joke? Tell me a joke that he said in that joke.
And Raw?
Yeah.
I can't remember that shit. That I can't. Oh.
He looked at me like I was gonna remember. I don't know that. I don't know, man.
Oh, no, man.
Keenan and his brothers put that boy out there in a red suit.
Red
Say this, bro. Say
suit.
this. And he said it.
Let's see. Let's see some of the lyrics of Raw. He took them all down.
No, he did. No, he did.
It's playing. You just can't hear it through the headphones.
That's good. I don't gotta hear it.
Hold on. No, they ain't gonna let you hear that.
Spend it on, but you don't own her. Just theoretically,
Yeah, let you hear
that
that,
pussy's
bro.
on lease. You know, ring on my finger, that shuts you right up. You say, okay, because you don't. I know you spend a lot of your money on you, woman, and I know you go to the
Lord,
movies, and you go to
Let
get
him
the ice
go.
cream and the candy and the
when
flowers
you
and the
cop it,
anklets and the bracelets.
Robert
and
Townsend
to help
get
her
paid
get
when
some
you buy it?
clothes, and you're spending all your money on shit you would never spend it on, but
Madison
you don't
Square
own
Garden, they
her.
pulled out the
Just
woodwork for that
theoretically,
boy.
that pussy's on lease.
Oh, I did. It was playing. I gotta
Leasing
turn
the
up my
pussy
headphones.
with an option to buy.
You're gonna have to edit that part. Yeah, he was a little wild there. That was one of Eddie Wild days, baby. Yeah, he was a little wild there.
And also, he co-wrote it though, so it's not like Keenan just wrote it by himself.
Had to delete that part.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie and Keenan wrote it together.
Eddie
And-
Keenan wrote it together.
It don't say they wrote the whole thing. It says specifically opening sketch.
Opening sketch. That's what it says.
But
Shit, that's all you need,
as
really.
I was about to say, I really need to hear no later.
Because a lot of people, you only watch
The
over.
reality of it is, it was a big movie, and you got my name.
I
up
only
there,
seen the opening sketch, goddamn.
You got my
Because like you
name
said,
up.
most of the people care about the outfit, and they don't even know no. They ain't
You
never
don't know?
pulled.
You don't remember this joke? Everybody remember the outfit. I watched it. I was like, yo, this is whack.
I'm like, first of all, why did he wear that? He gonna be under the bright lights. He
I'm gonna
got
tell
a
you. I'm gonna be
full
honest
leather-
when it comes to stand-up
got a
comedy.
onesie.
The real honest truth is, it's not a lot of people that's funny standing up telling jokes.
What?
That's the real truth.
Nah, I just think the people that they deem as funny.
Who's
ain't
not
gonna be
funny?
it. A lot of people.
Well,
Cause like Dave Chappelle, he's not funny.
Dave Chappelle's not, man. come
Stand up
on,
wise,
man.
he's not really
let
funny.
me think. Martin is not that funny stand-up. I watched a couple joints.
Mine's not funny. Dave Chappelle.
They're not that funny.
Yo, you gotta.
Who's funny? Who's funny? Kevin?
Kevin
No,
Hart. Nah.
you know who's funny?
Huh.
But JB Smooth is funny.
JB Smooth.
JB Smooth. That's my dude too, man.
Yo.
Deion Cole is funny.
Yo,
Hold on, let
Some
me get some
people-
of my JB Smooth
Yo.
out there. Man. JB
I ain't gonna lie.
Smooth is funny,
JB
man.
Smooth is top 5.
You gotta really
JB
think
Smooth
about
is
the
funny.
legends of the game, like who could really stand
Yeah.
up.
JB
What's
Smooth.
dude from Chicago? Light skin dude. He got the gap in his teeth.
JB Smooth is my dude.
D-Ray Davis?
Nah.
Okay.
D-Ray's a little funny too though.
Let me get some J.
Nah,
D-Ray's
D-Ray's
a
D-Ray's
Don't
good.
mind the car.
D-Ray's a little funny too though.
Ryan, I'm supposed to
It's like
be
an art form that certain people have.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. D-Ray, I can give it to D-Ray. Yeah,
funny.
D-Ray.
Right?
It's like, don't get me wrong, Dave Chappelle definitely got the art form.
Cops
He's
get
just not.
mad than a
Ray,
motherfucker.
funny.
They be like this, God damn. You know, hops out the goddamn car. Cops get pissed off. You know why? Because cops got a ton of bullshit on that belt. This shit heavy. This shit heavy as hell. There's a whole lot of shit on that damn belt. That's like your ass working in the office,
do a lot
right?
of
You
job
an accountant or you work in the office,
And
your
like,
ass walking around the damn
that's
But it's like-
funny.
They do a lot of gyrating, but I feel like Kevin Hart be having a little bit more substance in the gyrating than Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart,
Cat Williams, you mean?
Cat Williams. It's like Kevin Hart don't seem like he got a direction where he want to go with his.
Also, too, I want to say this: a lot of people, a lot of comedians, they have maybe one like special where it was extremely funny, and like the rest of them has never been. Like they always have just like one big one.
I can't judge a comedian because I'm not funny. So I don't know. I don't know what funny is.
Nah, you funny. Everybody's pretty much funny.
And that's what I'm
I feel
saying.
like
People be-
stand up is different.
People
Though.
need to stop that. Listen, when you decide that you want to go out there and make and get bread from people to do something, you become public, whatever.
Yeah.
I could judge you. And people need to stop saying only God could judge you because I'm judging you right now. I could do it.
Nah, I
You
just
can
said I
get
can't.
judged.
I did not say that. I said I can't judge comedians.
I could judge you. That's what I'm saying.
To me, everybody's.
It don't make it
That's
right.
why I'm
It
Yeah,
don't
that's
make
what I'm
it
saying.
right.
Everybody pretty much funny, but stand up is a different
It's a
art
different-
form. So it's like, who? Like I said, Dave Chappelle. To say he's not funny is not to say he don't understand the art form and he's not masterful with what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But is it funny? Like, have you heard funnier people?
Yeah.
Like you sitting there, and you after you got a spliff and you listen to Dave Chappelle, he don't make you like
You know what? This is how
make
I
you
put
think
it.
more. It's more like a.
I
chuckle,
always
but
say.
word.
I always say this: that you may not have people who are not funnier than people, but some people know how to deliver jokes better than others. So if you get a person who's telling the joke bad, I'm still gonna laugh because like, damn, though, you saying
Nah,
I'm
you
stupid.
you're not gonna
stupid.
laugh though.
I'm laughing because I get the joke, but because you told the joke wrong, it makes the joke.
Yeah,
corny.
but you don't want to just laugh because when you think about something like me, my favorite comedian is really like Bernie Mac, because it's like he didn't just make you laugh. It's like you really like it's uncontrollable. Like that's what I think about a comedian. I want somebody who does it's like uncontrollable.
You gotta understand.
And I think the funniest comedian to me is Lavelle Crawford. I think Fat
He's
Boy's
that funny.
He's funny.
Fat Boy's funny.
It just took a long time to understand him.
He's funny, but again, he's another one. He's another one. You got a lot of material where.
Yo, don't be taking shots at my man
It took
Lavelle.
a
I'm
long
just-
time to
I'm-
understand
Don't
him.
take shots at my man Lavelle.
Cause he like a little
Take
Bruce
shot
Bruce,
at
like,
Fat Boy.
cause Bruce is that funny.
What? You think
Bruce
Bruce
is
is
funny.
funnier than Lavelle Crawford?
Yeah.
No,
What?
he ain't funnier than Lavelle Crawford.
Bruce is that funny.
I think they go about the same.
Bruce got a lot of charisma on the stage.
Huh?
He got a lot of charisma for a big guy.
He got a lot of movement.
So
You
I
can't
give
take
him-
that away from his joke.
I
He's
give
funny.
him that. I give him that. But he's not
Beep,
funnier than Lavelle Crawford.
Beep, beep.
But again, these people, you talk about somebody that hosted BET versus like you get.
Nah, but I'm not even judging on that because I don't be judging.
No,
on-
so that's what I'm saying.
I'm judging
I'm
at the time when like comedy was the thing. Like you on
I'm
comedy.
judging it by
you
when I
on-
watch you tell a joke, how much you made me laugh. And if you didn't make me like, if it was every time I watched you, it was like sometimes it was funny, then it's like you alright, you're not that funny.
Like I'm saying, like when Bruce go in the crowd and she
But
try to
again, we
explain
talk
her
about-
job, her occupation. He said, "No, you drive a van, baby."
we talk about stand
Like,
up.
what?
That's like we're not talking about skits and things
Yeah,
that
no,
people
it's
do
not
because
that.
skits is a little different. You could
Or even movies, because people like Chris Tucker, he's not funny stand up, but in the movie, Chris Tucker's dead funny.
his reaction and his responses to things. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny.
He said, "No man, you ain't gotta shot me, man."
Stand up is literally like you walking back and forth on the stage and you got to keep the crowd laughing.
Yeah. But nothing going on really. You got a career going on.
You gotta take a sip, bro. Do the same thing.
Tell him keep looking back like you gonna help him out.
Coughing, man.
That's how Tone is. Tone can't do it.
How you be doing that? Sip the water with the lemon in it. It's all about the phlegm in there. That's all it is.
Tone don't like that either.
Yeah.
But yeah, stand up is a little different. So I'm just saying, Pop, it's not a lot of people it's not a lot of people that's that funny standing up. Think about it. Not a lot of people got good stand up specials.
And I think it.
Netflix got a whole bunch of them.
With stand up for me, I like originality. I like an original joke.
Yo, how many times they gonna come around the world and tell the same damn joke? 5 years in a row. You can't do that. I mean, it's not. I mean, listen. I'm not about to call people out. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say you can't do that. You just can't do that. Like you might have like told the joke 2 years ago somewhere, and then now you got new material, and you'll throw that joke in the middle of it somewhere, where you trying to connect new jokes. I seen people do that too.
I mean, that's their style.
No. Like you gotta be elite with this. Like Arnez J's not funny. He started out like on a good path, but then ultimately
He pretty funny.
Ultimately he proven to not be that funny.
Arnez.
He pretty funny. He just
He kept telling the same jokes though.
Lil Duval, proven to not be funny. I'm talking about stand up. Proven to not keep going with your fun. Now Lil Duval kind of
he was funny.
I think he fell back though.
He was funny.
Bit,
I'm talking about
man.
stand
Yeah,
up
he got
wise.
hurt,
Nah, we're
man.
talking about stand up wise. Just.
That dude ran off his 4-wheeler and got crushed, man.
Right, you talking about
Yeah, we
something?
talking about that's why he
I'm talking
stopped doing stand up.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit.
Nah, not stand up. He wasn't really doing stand up no more. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think he just got out the way because he was funny when he was on doing it. So, but if he stopped,
I feel like he was probably too funny, and that's what happened sometimes.
He was
too.
funny. Some of these people probably
You be too
really
funny. You be more funnier than the people ahead of you, and they don't like that.
They get on stage and you like, yo, they just killing it. Some people just like that, and it's like, I'm sorry, but
Like, what's that dude? What's that dude? Rob Stapleton. He funny.
Oh, I think he passed away.
He said $5, $5 again.
He said, yo, Poppy, why you always got the cat on the bread? Now every time I come in here, you always got the cat on the bread.
See people like that.
Tell that cat to get off the bread, man.
They be more funnier than people you think is the funniest. You know, front Dave Chappelle ain't made me never bust out laugh or just think about a joke randomly like, yo, just say that to somebody.
Cause like I said, no disrespect, but it's like I said, it's the same thing with that Eminem thing. It's because it's a difference between you really had to do that. You really went through that situation with the cat on the bread to tell it like a joke. You have to be there sometimes. Sometimes it don't matter how good you are with words.
Yeah. Like you could write it like a motherfucker, but nobody
you wasn't
believes
there,
you.
bro.
Yeah.
You can't tell somebody about jail that was there.
Like battle
not-
rapping.
Yeah.
Like D nigga say he'd shoot a nigga 100 times, I'd be like, D,
It's not that, bro.
Just chill,
the
bro.
army dudes is like, dog, you ain't reload, you ain't. They think about something else. Like, you ain't get on your vantage point. They thinking something else. You talking about you just shooting people. It's like that's the thing about it. That's the thing about all of that, man. People just get GOAT status because of the bread, man. Success just get you the GOAT status, man. They finagle their way. But I say this about life. It's free will, right? Some people gonna end up on the good part, and some people just end up on the bad part. It's just how it gotta go, I think. I think that's just how it goes. I don't think it's like you're not doing it to somebody else on purpose. Like Dave Chappelle just doing him. He's not trying to make sure you're not doing you. But I gotta do me. Like, no matter if I'm not that funny.
Nah, but shout out to Dave, because like I said, I don't want to make it seem like he not masterful up there. He's thought provoking and all that. I also appreciate
it's
that.
all good poetry. That's what I say.
Yeah.
It's not comedy at some of these points. These dudes is talking calmly and telling you stories. It's like poetry or something. And let me take it a shot further. I don't care. The Dave Chappelle DVDs were okay. The first one was kind of not that good.
But I think even Dave Chappelle said that, and it's like because he had writers though.
So that's what I'm saying. So it seems to be like
And I think that's why it was
the
next
better
for him.
the better your writing machine is, right? That's what they call it, a machine. The better the writing machine is around you, the better it could amplify who you want to be. You just need to find people that's willing to just be writers and fall back, and then you could thrive and do you.
I think that's why he was so easily willing to give up the whole Chappelle show, because at the end of the day, it wasn't really his, because he had writers. It was them. So I guess he felt like, yo, if y'all feel like this, then y'all could write somebody else in this position. Don't need
And
me.
if it didn't work, but
Nah, it would have worked. It's just that I felt like
if it worked when they did it, the whole Charlie Murphy thing, just it really would have carried it to a whole new season, like a whole few seasons, because his storytelling was phenomenal.
if they would have made him the front runner. But I think some people got so much honor and morale that they wouldn't have done it. That ass.
I would have put some of that honor and morale into the bag, yeah. And I would have told him, listen, Dave, that's what I did. Look.
And think about it looked bad because it's like Dave left to go to Africa, whatever, and then you be the guy to step in and say, "Nah, I could do it." That's gonna look terrible.
Yeah, and then you can't.
When you think about like a Mark Jackson style, it's like it had to be a Steve Kerr.
Nah, but then it's like, what if you can't do it? That's the thing. Right?
What?
It had to be a Steve Kerr to take Mark Jackson's spot.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't believe that.
Listen, Pop, but I really believe he built that team. Why they don't give him credit for that?
Oh, he should have gave himself credit.
What he should have did?
He should have put it out there. Don't see. Sometimes when you modest and you don't let the world know. Fuck that. Put that shit out there. Fuck that, yo. He know he ain't put this team together. He had the platform and everything. You got the mic in your hand. Like, yo, the person who always get the last laugh is the person with the mic. Yo, you got the mic in your hand. Y'all put this team together. Things didn't
Pop
work out.
listen to Tony Rock, because Tony
You know what
Rock
I'm
said that.
Yo,
Y'all put this team together, baby. It's what it is.
No, I'm saying Tony Rock said that the last person with the mic is the comedian.
Yeah. I saw Tony Rock said his brother said it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how you the last person with the mic and I tell you, nah, fuck that. I put this team together, baby. I'm the one found Steph Curry in the rough, man. Good luck. That's what I'd have said.
That ass, and I had to go through it with him with these broken ankles, bro. 'Cause that's what it was.
Fuck that, man. Don't be modest. You being modest on something that don't belong to somebody else. The team don't belong to Steve Kerr. He just inherited. That's just like Phil Jackson. How you go? I always said to somebody, how y'all gonna call Phil Jackson a champion if he inherited a team that already had the champions on it? Now, did he imply the mix to help the champions?
Like who though?
Like Jordan. When he came to the team, the Jordan team was already together. All he did was get Robin.
Nah, Pop. They was
Nah,
losers
I'm gonna
though.
let you talk.
You saying they was champions? They was losers,
I'm
bro.
gonna let you
who's
talk.
loses?
What? The Bulls?
Man, they was winning before Phil Jackson. They just started turning around before Phil Jackson started coaching them.
You said they just started turning around. Michael
Wait, hold
Jordan was
on,
there
man.
seven,
You gotta define
8
winning.
years.
You got to find winning.
He was
now.
there years already. They got Scotty and Phil Jackson and
Pop,
whatever they
got
did,
swept,
and then
Pop,
they
got
won.
swept all through the
Listen.
80s.
When he was the coach, they had just started putting the pieces.
What you about when
together.
Phil came?
Yeah.
Let's see what
Remember,
Phil
because Phil,
I
it
don't
wasn't
remember. I
Phil
can't
Jackson that they was after. It was Bill Winters. People forget about Bill Winters, man.
I mean, it could have been after him too, but they
It was
weren't
Bill
winning
Winters
before
who
that.
did the coaching. It wasn't Phil, man. Bill Winters was the master of the triangle,
So
man.
all right, so they started in '87, because that's when Phil got there as a assistant coach.
And all they did was move a few pieces. They got rid of Charles. They got Horace, and then they started picking up scraggle players because Mike said, "Yo, I could use this." It was more of what fit the triangle, man. It wasn't what fit Michael. Michael fit into the system, and then he just made the system good. You get the right people to play the right part in the system and give this man the ball. That's like the running back, quarterback, and the wide receiver. A quarterback can't become great, a running back can't become great, and a wide receiver can't become great without an offensive line who can give him a space to run, time to throw, and time to catch. You got to have time to do all that. If you ain't got the people to give you the time or give you the space, how you going to call yourself a champion, man? You know what I mean? I tell people that all the time. Like, how you gonna call yourself a champ?
Well, still did it, but
Can't call yourself a champ.
they was losing in the 80s. He tried until 90. He got it right. He had 3 years to get it right. He got them in 87. He
He had to get the pieces. He had to get the pieces for. You know what I'm saying? He had to get
When
the pieces.
Scotty came.
Let's look at when Scotty came.
I don't think Scotty was the. I don't think Scotty was the
When
piece.
Scotty
to the
came,
puzzle.
'cause he ain't lose.
I think Horace Grant was the Horace Grant was the piece to the puzzle. What happened was I just think Horace got selfish a little bit, man.
Scotty looked crazy though.
He let Mike get to his head, man.
Scotty came in 87.
Oh damn.
Because remember they won 3 before Robin got there. They won 3 in a row with Scotty, Horace, and Mike. Scotty got a little upset with Mike, man. You can't let that personal shit, man. No matter what Dennis did off the court, Michael never took it to him.
All I know is it was Boston, LA. Detroit was the Eastern champion. That was 87. That's when Scotty was there. He lost with them.
People better look up Bill Winters, man.
I'll look him up right now.
He said you better look up Bill Winters.
Winters, man. That was the real coach behind Phil Jackson.
Connecticut coach.
Well, Bill Winters, NBA. Tell y'all something, man. They better watch where this man, Brian Winters.
You said the wrong name. You said Bill.
Well, Brian Winters. I'm sorry.
What?
Wait. Let me see.
Come
Wait a
on.
minute now. Wait a minute, man.
Is it Withers? You saying the wrong name.
Hold on, wait a minute now. I'm trying to get it right. Make sure I got this right, man. Nah, it's Bill. I'm not.
See, I'm not. They really got my son Smokey Robinson out here getting crazy. He on stage just dancing. Smokey Robinson getting crazy.
Tex Winter.
Tex Winters. That's his name. My bad. That's who it is. Tex Winters, man. I called him Bill, didn't I?
Triangle offense. That's exactly what it says.
Tex Winters.
Yo, that's exactly what it says, yo.
That was the man behind the championship teams of Phil
Wow.
Jackson, man. People don't know that, man. They don't read. They don't want to know about that, man.
Compton.
Best coach in the
He was
game.
at
Never,
Compton College and Public Community College in Compton, California.
you know what I'm saying?
Straight G'd up white boy.
He was the best, man. Phil Jackson just took him like, yo, I believe you. He couldn't get up there with Phil touching, so he said, yo, Phil, I got this plan.
Damn,
Phil
yo.
said, yo,
As
you
the
know
assistant
what?
coach, yo, he's just a winner, son. Look, as a coach,
You know what I'm saying?
Big 8 holiday tournament, 51, 53, 59, 61, 62, 64. 4 NCAA regional champions, 48, 51, 58, 64. 8 Big 7 and Big 8 regular seasons, 56, 58, 61, 63. And then as an assistant coach, 91, 93, 96, 98, 2000, 2002. And then as a consultant, 2009. Who won in 2009? The Lakers.
You know what I'm saying?
He came back to help them win in
All them trying to
in
tell you.
2009.
He wasn't trying to hear
yo.
what I'm saying to him, man.
Oh my God, bro. Who is this brother?
You know why he used Phil Jackson? Because people respect Phil. Players respect Phil. It's hard for a coach that people don't
Yeah,
respect.
they gotta
Phil.
write a movie on this cat.
Name's Tex Winters,
Because
man.
him saying that right now, how he just broke that down, is they respected him. It's like he probably was the nerd. He looked like it. Like, look at him.
You know
He
what I'm
kind
saying?
of looked
People-
like he was probably a little
Like, yo, I ain't
unorganized,
listening to you, man.
Like they, yeah.
Phil had that shit. You get that whistle.
And also Phil played. So that might have
Yeah,
made
so you know, a player coach, man, it's the difference.
He played too. He said he played.
Yeah, but he ain't play at that level. Phil was playing at that level. He was at that high. See, you got people who were in the NBA but didn't play at that level. Just because you was in the NBA, you ain't play at that level, man. You look up a guy named Steve Coulter. He played every day. You don't even know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He played every day. He played with Michael, too. People like, who's that? Who's Steve Coulter, man? First guy to ever wear socks above his knees, man. Name was Steve Coulter, man. And he was a long, lanky dude, curly hair, man. He shot crazy. It was Steve Coulter, man. I'm telling y'all, people think I know my history when it comes to the basketball, man. I'm sorry for calling you Bill, but it was Tex. But I'm telling you, he's the championship behind
He's from Wellington, Texas.
You know what I'm saying?
I think his real name.
Also, it's not probably his real name.
His real name is Morris Frederick.
Morris Frederick.
You don't know who this guy
Morris
is.
Frederick.
He's a ghost.
Winter.
He might y'all.
And
We
then-
would have never found him.
Nah,
Had
his real name
I had this. This is how I found him. I
Listen.
typed in Phil Jackson Winters. That's what I typed in, and just started looking for people.
His real name probably for Phil Jackson.
Now, what if he's a refugee or something like that? He don't want nobody to know.
He died.
He
man.
dead. He dead at 96. What I'm saying wrong?
He says to leave him alone.
What I said wrong? Shit.
And I'm getting hungry again.
Told you that you should be fronted on the bus.
What you mean? I had a sandwich.
You got the other half?
I ate it already.
Damn.
It's about to be time for us to go anyway, right? It's soon getting there. How long we been podcasting for? Like what?
2 hours and 5 minutes.
That's all?
Yeah.
Seemed like 3-4 hours, right?
I'm gonna say all this to you. I just got
Go
chopped
fry
it
been
up.
here. Nah, I ain't taking the audio, Dre. You can do that.
You need to get Google Drive, Pop, while we sitting here right now.
I'm gonna do it now, so I'm gonna end it right now. And let's get it
and
in.
I can show you how to do the overlay.
I'm saying
while
let's
I'm
end
here.
it now. We get it in. What?
Yeah, because you need to get a Google Drive. Cause
I'm gonna
thinking-
do the Google Drive because
Only-
he can drive.
It's like,
he can
listen,
send it
if I,
to us.
because if you send audio, well, you gotta cut this off though. But it's like if you send audio,
All right, let me
It's gonna
cut it
take
off.
that long. You're gonna hear us talk.
Good night. Good
Yeah.
luck. See you later, man.
Word.
Goodbye.